The weekend's edition of today's sports. All right. Oh, but we are fine there.
Oh, for be other team.
We are okay.
Let's be other team.
Problem be any.
Let be a save.
If you walk off.
If you need be
okay. Say yeah, the answer just say yeah. Man, we were a lot of stories this morning about executive council of the GFA. And the Tamale Stadium. I mean, it was expected. I say, I'm going now come yeah. You need me a pan immediately. The Becca said, we went to stadium. No?
Yeah.
And no, our two. Inaki Williams finally joins the Black Stars. 26 out of 27. Aka Kudus. Okay. Now, wouldn't be about why he's not here. I'm saying
Kudus Banned here. This morning I was thinking about it. He's one player I hope done so. And as at now, he's still not in.
But the last time I'm a Western boy, he was
one participating. Emma Moyes Cracker said he felt that was an unfair decision because of Ghana and mom go ahead. Someone knew soon was our match. So let's hope and see. I mean,
hope man. Where they say I see me anyway.
This all no any channel.
And I'm just saying there can't be anything. And
yes, will come.
And yes, be bit messy. But
we're not balancing here for preparation. There's a reason to friend preparation.
But on Drew Krumwa.
There be on Drew her. On come mama bano. Come mama.
And and Chimubia my
Chimu papa bia soon said anyone.
Okay, I'll find out.
Just a mupa my.
No, I'll find out. May I show say you may be Kosui. I'll get you the reason why.
And now me monitor or training. Say no call baba.
Okay.
Now I think it's also part of
Yeah.
Now here Chris Hilton facial expression after so who pitch any picture no mu try and a chica crano send ye na hoswaye yellow now to say asemo baba pitch no pa.
Hey.
Asemo. O dey me show some this picture na better screen so.
Hey. Wow.
This picture na better screen
so. I say Baso no ro nkasa
Kasa no say asemo ye nka wa bonten. But they count them.
Hey, Edio. Picture hiding.
Oh, Mr. Otuo Acheampong. Where Chris Hilton picture na. Echire nyina na nchemu nyina yellow. Picture na nchemu nyina ogina ho nyina yellow.
Hey.
I no so asem foforo da ho a. Ese ehwe ho asem.
Ebayiro.
Okay, so say no video na no mu yin omuyi the Black Stars ha. Afi no mu twa the road na nkasa ba yi.
Ayi kwan de no mde ko
abanga road na nkasa ba yi na Ghana fo bi se nka omun dum AC no na omun biebie windows na nka kwan no ye ni ba bia ahụ ha no ye nkire ba bia obi mfa wo okwa ba bia ye no na wa drive afa ho
ye beba so Kerala United part ways with 9 players ahead of the second window. Okay. Augustine Randolph.
Yeah. Famous Augustine Randolph.
Yeah. And Emmanuel Kote moved from Sometymer to Koto is expected to be done before the transfer deadline day. Yeah. Wow. Then MTN FA Cup matches or Chris Hilton has inspected the pitch at Baba ahead of the friendly with Namibia. That been in Namibia, bo?
Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Oh, okay. Almost some days, some more crew so prepare. Bomb yenti o massive. Now, make us say, if you are more journalists, become o crew.
No, to more expectations ahead of.
In any case, some they know me baby banana.
More bomb for her.
Okay.
More expectations, no. Different from here, deal. Yeah, the NSC okoje.
Yes, Otuado so the nanu akoto.
Nanu atumu pa.
Na me hu se me hu ade ba ko wi ase Otuwa. Aya den ngofo. Uko kan se mu bia they say the easiest game may be against Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay, obi so say kayen to ye bo ase. Bia na wonum de wo.
Exactly.
On say ye call Brazil na ye hihye rough no. Our best game was against Germany.
That too.
Anti coaches na e kasa bi so masa. Bayemfa amanane kakra.
Yeah.
Ansana yaba. Number 1 is about Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
He's always in the news for the right reasons. I say Sadio Mane will see football stadium. Obadote.
Yeah.
Omo say pitch in your mbofun. Obi ebo ball to say the omo so bobi na.
Yeah.
We see football stadium. Oh ni krom. Ni krom no, they from Bambali. To see start the Bambali. Ewo na almost 2022 year no ball pitch na so. No who say very muddy. Stadium ni na that TV so.
Yeah.
Stadium Sadio Mane esi no. Amani krom Bambali.
Yeah. Within a year. Within a year and a half.
Esikafo krom omodi abro. Esikafo krom aye bonni pa. Ana de make so ba no me aje.
Sikade egumo ahodo.
Oh ye won gofo mo ska se Sadio Mane okroma bebrebe. Ebi chain okra bebre.
So this was the picture Okusi
Okobobo so.
And then so toy.
Kroma skafo e diabro.
Madipa.
Omadi abro papa sikani bia wutie me hwema no pa bia si utras.
So you be my community no.
So
people are doing it
in
different ways so.
Ebi in different ways.
Obia won interest. And the oyede boa community no.
Oh,
but when you narrow it to a sports personality.
WWE me biem. Hey. Okay, mo se de monam abrangase mo mpe. Ye de monam baba ya pitch nye. We say Senegal for so mbe kwa ko training wa asase bi.
Ombetimi ayepa.
O eskafo ni na kan.
Go to the.
We be free man.
Me narrow to your football
so in general terms, what I'm saying is that
people are not giving back to the
society. Okay. Because kwa na DCC fee, obi fee timi ka se me fee 125. Obi se me dey 32. Obi se na ye den na o dey den.
From where I sit. Obi wo ha the beginning of his life. And the society ni ye man no. And the man decided say on so could do topper. You go to be an society.
Be any society ni be man no. Me there if you want us to go because ye wo na wo da ho kete na wo da ho a wo sunye no. That is how you came. Untimi nkasa wo nkwa modern mo na dia make. Because at least o yare samre na ma obi tam wo the hospital. Emma doctor bi eno society na contribute.
So who say eno ye ne family or the neighborhood. Into people are
now hospitalize your family.
And
the doctors there.
Service
we are kwala we be ma park na boso bojeji wani no. School now ko was your family.
Nti am ka say no ye service. Ogidi say otua asoka. Into people take care of their family, people transform their neighborhood. You obi obinya sika otimbe sie bi a police station, otimbe sie bi a cheap compound bi, e bi a hospital wo ho no otimi to ade de bromo.
On say difference in say. Make the genuine intentions. So.
Yeah.
Police station go for CC. Me example. Said about any police for very fine. Because police station will screw man. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe Bush any via.
Obi to be see the dance.
If you sorry, wa ni fear no police station. He's always protected. Obi also so sorry dying.
No, I got turn your melgum because he didn't say time so na sorry ne boa no.
Ono so nim say ena nyame be sha. Oh, but so stadium dia me dia check Sadio Mane. O mebo ball o park no so. O me ehwe.
Ndam ka say it depend wo nipa no one the society ni ye de boa no.
Because o masisi fie. Miensa enai enum no o nyanya ehwe ma society no. Ufie nya YouTube pe. Was a third one years society.
It's me a society.
But Mr. Obi
you shouldn't deep your footballers near sports for they've not given it back to us. Because sometimes in some moment diano mojo amano na muntimi ma ye bia. Who bet me decide it's a tournament we are here queen. Yesike ebenya no momfa nye bibi sei enye nkae dum ema this group
omunye da omu ba mom sa ase park ne nye so omu na ba no mo sa be yeyen oh adia Sadio Mane aye
well Mr. Otuo say nanse omu say AstroTurf $300,000 it
we do also cry be less than that
your call World Cup appearance fee
be less than that
for every player until so we decided so even 20% of the appearance fee kebetime si AstroTurf bi aye ho kama up stance bi won chen bi asie bi apram near the omu din ato so say bi World Cup squad say ya say World Cup team no omu na contribute Sadio Mane exposing
why
exposing for kakra.
He's already built several schools still hospitals and provided essential resources in his country where it's needed. Don't say if you saw it different, he's an exceptional human being.
Yeah.
So if you're strong because this is genuine love for society. Sadio Mane. Hey.
And no ma on Leroy Sane issue no see or buy no. Now a man for were finding it difficult to understand why the kind of person in the name says Sadio Mane and will go to the extent of hitting somebody. And now later people were saying any be a Leroy Sane can't say be a you prepare found ya come
out. Leroy, you know. On any mammy Bruni.
Yes.
And ne papa, menim ne papa. He played Senegal 92 papa bo.
Okay.
Onne Ghanaian B. So what Ali Ibrahima.
Okay.
Onne bo one club in Germany. They play for Vattenstedt. And he very good player. No so obo anymore. To ono no de ono only the Senegal in him. So ono no
of feeling more Germany.
Ono no ya wono Germany. He has lived there. And the Senegal no be obeba na
obe nsrahe
said the baby one ano ayi ba bi Danny Welbeck
Memphis Depay
and Memphis Depay mo mba be hwe se yetinua so ampa eti ohwe na wo jese wo ye sa ne man na so bono because Sadio Mane bet man bonakun
yes people were surprised with that
also bono papa
people were surprised but genuinely on consistent basis what say as an individual or you'll be a wakumapa.
These are the people who deserve proper awards.
He's touching souls. He's touching souls.
Yes, what's your ball mambaso? How? Now mom tete ne papa na tin nchen na wa. Mom go discount no bia say o be bom kwala be bom so. Who's AstroTurf no mazuko bo bom juice ka.
Yes, some say for maintenance.
There be om gidi ayi for no mom jeje no.
I'm say
job money no.
I'm say for maintenance.
MP no siwia. Ne delegate omom beto to abama na om ye na djuma ofi no mo
ya pebe mienu bi atana na za mo
di. Wa don sabe ka Sadio Mane stadium we sika no. Why are there? AFC Bournemouth have plans of building a new stadium. At the moment, Omubo Vitality, the Dean Court, for sponsorship reasons, to Vitality. I'm going to increase the capacity. On 11,000.
Yeah. I'm going to pay
11,000. 11,000 there.
I bet you but in drop was it.
No, they are small stadiums
in drop was it. Babasi was around 25,000.
Okay.
Yes, so
and just wait so dear your own way
5,000 B, 7,000 B. Oh.
Based on the community
yes,
name.
Woman.
Okay. Once I'm because the scaffolding I would have say so be do krom name
Acheampong.
Acheampong.
Tafo, Acheampong.
No na pa bu mu nkobonyo mo. On ta de bonyo.
E ho no free.
Okay, what I catch him massive,
Dr. Fabu.
And to be a chim mass now, I pay 4,000 capacity. Say, Obed said, "Now, must start it in Bio." You are, you own the OS house, so
what give you back?
What give you back? It doesn't have to be big.
Okay.
Obia and Koyo Bibi, Sadio Mane and the away, Memeko. Now, my say, It ma ko paint school bi say monkeys eat by size
na ma school die bi na also
na ma ko paint
ya na pe chalk bi na dey
amastu ne wa pe books exercise books bi eno sa na enfi 18 to akiri obewo the picture to akiri na chese obeze dachi imu to aba mame atem dubek abrante no makana sema tetem fime. He's 26 and is a La Liga player of the month. Of Ukraine.
Yeah.
He joined them from Dnipro. Now for the 7.75 agents are working. They are scouts.
Scouts.
17 goal contributions and counting for Girona this season. A ball left to be.
Yeah.
Now the way he scores with ease, I think say honor the right man for Arsenal.
Mr. Otuo Acheampong with 11 goals. Then you get Bellingham with 13 on the top scorer.
Wow.
The Spanish La Liga so far. The Girona story, people are really interested in it. People want to see how the duopoly of Barcelona and Real Madrid club Bibabi breaky. And most often, the competition in the Spanish La Liga, Atletico, probably Sevilla, Valencia, but coming from Girona, a side that people really did not expect him say back down to cause these kind of wonders, amount of what generating interest power. But Mr. Todema in common difficult. So one here sa story intimate we pay it. When you are competing with Madrid and Ancelotti for a title, thing. Because Leicester there
do where it matters.
Good. Leicester the amount for tidy and faton. Leicester net hospice and a Pochettino and a down on April. And Premier League near move proper from 92 Hobano. Leicester in GB Spurs in GB Leicester and GB. So there were two sides. You find that when it comes to trophy winning mentality, the DNA of winning titles Maybe Uncle Leicester United be pan and Arsenal bia or Liverpool. Maybe Uncle common be different. So Ode Girona the end to Madrid one. Now Ancelotti as a person waji league or Serie A or Premier League abejibi or Bundesliga or French league. Yeah. Wasanje the Spanish La Liga ne pen a na se nkuwa kese ni na wajipen
club na mo
and club na nkasa so the most successful club when it comes to the La Liga. And yes, they are doing well with 48 points so far in 19 matches. They have 7 points more than Barcelona.
Okay.
This is something that we least expected, and they deserve the applause. But say omubetinya completing with the title, I still think it will be difficult for them. I still think it will be difficult.
One or two players be then that will be the end of the story. I think. Okay, so Bright Ken say, good morning. I want you live from Dubai. Keep the good work. I can't message because I saw something.
Yeah.
Good morning, family. I'm enjoying the show live in Accra. Real Madrid will win tonight. Hala Madrid. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you. Watching live from Atonsu, Hala Madrid. Okay. Good morning. Kingsley Abusanya said, I'm Kingsley watching live from Adanse Brim. Okay. Rocky Darling said, watching the show live. Nyamiche 7. Good morning. Oh, hey, inside Thanos. So you people are doing a great job. Thank you. Happy New Year to you all. Or passports, no size. Okay. NS Bano say, where is Danger Man? Danger Man is around. You see him very, very soon. Very, very. J. Daniel said, a quina yet and original minister and MPP original chairman. I'm going to enzi quine no. Free. One free da. No. And now, okay. This is the point. J. Daniel, J. say, a day na on mine no. Ayama ne manfo nti obi Messi Stadium. Na you see we are Professor Chumasi atum the air concert. You see the first part is what interests me. On so obi a twam o man na yibibia man. E dey na Senegal Ayama Sadio man. Chicken and egg. O man nye bibi ma wanza no yibibia mo man. so we munim say edena Senegal ama Sadio Mane. We have to change. He didn't even play for the under 17 and under BB and no. The story of Sadio Mane here. A very interesting story on no one yeah. But the biano Ghana for the say, especially the young people. Omne was a national team gromos about Sadio Mane ya mom. O mine no uyari se sia ye do be call hospital o mine no na AC. E kwan na anam so say nye say ye your mine no
through our taxes.
That's all for so mine one of your mine. Near taxes are your mine. So the fact that we intimidate Emma Brosiphone and dear bon bano your mine contribution. And a lot of minimum they are expected so mine. Yet your mine one now go secondary school untia. No my school if it is basing there. And no my school near home. So school acquire and your my
school.
So they be no mine in here. And I will be a school man and pay you my one.
And also can home. And also can home.
I also a society. We need to change.
The contribution of the state towards their life near Ketua because as a sort of edge many be chance of one. The self one who say or in the Nemua could do so and one on you be any
about him the sad aspect of it. A straw for no. How much many chance here for? Omo hia moa bebre mfro mine was out.
Yeah, as your phone is here boy. Yeah, was
not yeah, once a year na was your more mine ye. Because so for no, omo yare ko omo go hospital wa o.
Omo common.
And that do no omo makrante ha o.
Yeah, omo ntia, omo ko wo ama no.
Enti se ase ebegu enwu a, ebegu ase for no so atensro for no. I'm not
because Confanochi
and now one more
Confanochi yen your cohomo pa.
He'll Confanochi a year for project because me no ne a ye and van ye ni baby a do because Bank of force on mine or more try on mine. I'm on mana you be answer. And I think we need to change this.
The sense of supporting the nation, that you know, from kakra.
But also Basro.
A candy for no, Mr. Two. It's a pass, who say Land Cruiser be betrema. Nasa or public air bars more. The uncle for cano. On the pip amount for the yaw, Matasapa. And to whom say, and yes, sir, or mine on a hochiri, especially when news of Sikasi appear, we appear, no. They feel that new packet to a boo or swaka or buano no more enjoy. So no soon in a mua not nitty dome, if your family be a biso, desert be or copper, Vesania bouncing a bed 3 times. Now ba could be boom mano. No could pure woman and no ye be your best and a bush in your brabo. On your mind in your simbia. That is where we are now.
But Biana,
it's a football.
It's a young of Libya and Italy. I had but an opportunity to change. A hono yensa because a year kukromoti any this is on my own.
Yeah.
But you be kwa ombekwa kusi we na fi wi a yes abe ka so mine no o man bia mu we nyina ye nyepe o
no say sometimes yem fa negatives ne nto nchen na try how we can transform the state
enkoma ye di obi kura nya kura ko be what you say
nanse ana
yes say ye fan say Ghana
players die nanse ana me ne agent bi di nkomo eno say wate ase die ntia players ni ko duru soro ho a omfie obi ano mani abrese omusika because processes are obefem to even get any of the lower national teams abono enya asem ketwa nti when they go through those stress, they don't see it say your mind and I'm more the support and I'm more the platform. They see that ABI based on investment be willing to do in him. Sikebi obi ko tria o baby, ebi call bi obi ye.
That is in error.
When so ko duru ho a oni obi ani asa.
Omo ti. Me de on mine de ne say ansa kra na wo ko se butam ya fro say ko baby ansa na hu so ni mbobo e do be ko national team no. Some people helped you.
So they look for those people and help them.
Oh, but the bimo wa a society asemo. Baby, I say so we school in kitten na wo backgrounds and be foul say academy be war. So gako payen kono. Ninya your minor contribution. And wow. And they were agree said there were people who were better than them.
Mr. Otuo Acheampong. But you see, if we had a national academy, which has been senior secondary schools, we have a national academy, bear 10. You say the traditional, now we have 16 regions, but the traditional 10 regions, you be national academy. A Fibiano, you will fair justify. And yet justify based on the unimno. Fair one. Ni asesa nkwale ya kwa kuguho. Ni aboa nkwale ya momatimi etu kwan a. Eye den a obenya bi mo mbe kai se kwan na mo fa so koduru ho no. Omo so mbra embe boa obi.
Na gasa kwan ya no mnam zoko.
Na se esi eni bi sa.
Individuals. Individuals no. Baby omo akwa akra omo de ya e state na de mom.
Oh, then Mr.
Otuo. In one way or the other. O man boy you buy nya direct into you.
Enti say Mr. Otuo no bi academia. Na players no come ba no ma ba be boa. You see it. Say na say you kin face our for jet. Art you ba me no ma treachery abagna. Menim say abagna sika na bi omde ko to bas no say den yo. Oko Asqua Deportivo, former Asqua Deportivo, say who they could just someone. So that is what they feel. Say I assume seen a boame. But as a state,
Matthias, and they could just what boy Asqua Deportivo area no I be a masqua.
Ah, okay.
The make no they what you be masqua na say ni chromo free. Kakrebina nkoda no a omunye bone no. On say ye your man or mine we can help others. So you nkoda wo Acheampong 4, 5, 6, 7 years. A quite be so no. Kebi a wait my boy kakra. But so go hesro banko da no munye boni.
Okay.
Omo offendi obi a so go free Acheampong say na go free ayi odobin abrakwa. Enti no ade asadio man ayi mim de mafujo ma nasuahunu wo mu.
Say amount for soon give back to the society.
And obi office onya esika anameka say esika for nya esika for asem. Kakra se same wo hoyi bia o kakra be 1000 bia
na Christmas
ukwaru akọ bia nkoda to party kura on se so bia ye bibi o ko bia anya mobo money is the true definition of a celebrity. Royals Army is proud of you, say Obed. Watch your live from Austria, a free famous Royals Army in there.
Na Kubia na tie chiwo silver.
Okay.
Very beloved squad pa.
Royal Army oh. This one better then. Okay. Money Kwabena Dubok, the money is exceptional one. What are footballers doing to promote football? On say Nana Eku has a travel to Holland and pay later.
Oh, they'll be adverts.
Emmanuel Usubuatin. Black man is always expecting what the nation will do for them. But they themselves, what at all have they done for the nation? Okay, so and no any message they could but Yentua so high. Janwa could face a point deduction and fine. Omo partners, no. Yeah, I think it's issues that has got to do with administrative and financial issues. Sadio Mane, okay, Jay Daniel, is doing it because Senegal has got better stadia and it's been managed very well. Hence, adding up make more sense. But we are in a country where the whole country goes to the World Cup to share $100,000, and you expect individual players to build stadium to them to enjoy the money. Is the players not also having families? So we serious country today in 2024 do not own a befitting stadium yet spend monies on ESCO executives. So we are all thinking about our families as the leaders are enjoying our monies with their families. I won't go further, but you know, when so be able reason not to help.
Yeah,
you don't need a perfect situation to help. I know there.
But helping the society is necessary.
Here say, your analysis we are seeing every
answer now. Necessary, but the sense of loving the nation must come from the top.
So if they are not, doesn't mean every will be
people will do it, but it would encourage it more amanfo benya tuwa che honhom no bebre pa so mu so mo soro no e de tuwa che honhom no ye adwuma Sane be se tuwa che ne start wo soro a
okay
be tie si ase ho pa
bra be ya de obi ya me ayi ntimi nko ya message better so you say I hope all is well and welcome Otuo Acheampong. Oh, is that your name?
Yeah, Otuo Acheampong.
I pray and hope Club here in Liverpool win their respective matches, getting Sunana Mankwa Sapong. Is that also Pedro Kawajuma Hunana Mankwa Sapong? I see Dogomoro Park crowd, they used to play competitive games before they went outside. So they should let us think. Watching you live from France. No, Master everywhere to me who be embaye. We say then mami kuma ubi o. Mo ko bra. I said then Rocky that then kuma people are waiting for you. I say kuma ubi escafo more. And yeah, the end to pay to the assassin of Nado for Bedman Samo.
I can't before be Mammy go any among
who says so full of light. A school for near the end here in Europe, especially especially here in Austria, you can see the contribution of the country in your life before you start your own life. So why not in Ghana? Okay. Modi abrochi bem dia asem no yentimi nka bi obi say has obe join you nti you toy no one dia ade eche yeso so well when we busa Eugene Dupoku, yes, he's ahead of sports here very very soon anyway china ya abo say Eugene etie di na juma so everything is fine like Rodrigue na na ewu nti Pep Guardiola say Rodri intimi NC Akai.
Rodri has been a calm guy. I mean, the wonders of Man City last season, all players are no play massive impact out of Rodri become important goals. He's in a review na as I've been important goals.
Scorer of important
goals. He had it for Manchester City, and it looks like City system, no. When you're bad there, a massive effect.
And when he's not around.
When he's not around, so he's one player. I think Guardiola making the right decision. The exit of Fernandinho and how our Rodri settled in very well. No, about Manchester City player because Fernandinho was a strong pillar in that Manchester City setup. And a year on my build the atoho. Into so pobies in a name or bit me about the so no. Asandi bikrasa kahwa. And I remember Rodri's first season was not excellent, and that was why I'm out for Krekasa. Na party and na Pep Guardiola echo far Rodri. But after one season, we realized that Guardiola not a long-term plan for our branch friend Rodri. No tattoos. You don't really see him that much on social media.
Tattoos are there?
No, generally the lifestyle of footballers. No, he look a bit unique, kakra. On your social media.
Him as a tattoo nana.
No. I have no air culture.
Okay.
Air culture. Okay. I say Rasta. Air culture. So if you own a new system, it will be there no. But I'm just describing the kind of player he is.
The way
very calm, very
no tattoo. As you say,
tattoo your body. David.
I am Mukabi about Cristiano Ronaldo. No tattoo.
Yeah.
Messi or tattoo.
No, there be not that.
Okay.
But on what steady Rodri, he lives a very quiet lifestyle. Very quiet lifestyle.
You don't hear much about
negative comments about who say boys na ko party wa ha. Woman might be na my pictures and be be a Rodri wom. So I think say very
unfortunate. Say Obed, normally somebody be wana. Nottingham Forest. The most affected football club in England about players trooping into Ivory Coast. They are going to lose 6 players, and these are 6 key players. Sergio Aurier, Willy Bolly, Ibrahim Sangare, Musa Niakate, Sheikh Kouyaté, and Olaina. All these players. Olaina from Nigeria, Kouyaté from Senegal, Serge Aurier from Ivory Coast, Willy Bolly from Ivory Coast, Sangari from is it Burkina Faso, if I'm right. Then Musa Niakate. We nyina amo eba AFCON. So Nottingham Forest who seem to be finding their rhythm. Omutikura na ayeye.
Almost 20 points.
Yes, enya sanka eyiso beka ho. Ghana ni na free German by Chelsea boy na benze. So Nottingham Forest say.
Chelsea.
Boy yakwo beba ma Ghana ho ba asem. Odoy. Odoy. Odoy so beka ho 7. Na and they seemed nanka omo peke kama.
No, now they are still not safe.
Yeah.
Because 15 points na Luton Town the 18th position. And at Nottingham, 15th position with 20 points. So 5 points. And when you listen to these players, to Kakrabe form and so your clubs not just because of AFCON. On say Asia so born in there. And AFCON so close. So even with Spurs, on the song you mean corner. Now Africa for no woman so called, and I can feel their pain. Last season, I can't get to where being keeping on McCoy, and I am a madam, a moment to me, Edidimu. And fast forward, they are still not safe. Brentford, Everton, Burnley, Sheffield, Luton Town. This is going to be a difficult moment for a team, your friend Nottingham Forest, conceding 35 goals in the English Premier League. And Washa, we be a Luton Town, Burnley, Moflua. Omo kika teams so ma concede goals kese pa eba ase ho, and they've scored just 24 goals. So difficult moment for them, but let's see how they can survive. It's all part of it. Me makase the issue of your born June July na enya an effect on so towahana we those are not genuine reasons. If we want if we want our game to grow, we should make the necessary changes. We are necessary into along the line. So our against Obejina Fakwa, the two Nokia ni be better. Yes, because Nokia was a huge brand. And at some point in time, no PNT. But now, when we are talking about phones and for you, so Obia and Nokia,
yeah, man, on my tribe is difficult.
It's gone because now people are talking about.
Okay, so let's call it. Ibrahim Sangari plays for Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
And then Musa Niakate, born in France, but he plays for Senegal. And he Serge Aurier, Ivory Coast, Willy Bolly, Ivory Coast, I'm sure Sangari, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Musa Niakate, Sheikh Kouyaté, and Olaina from Nigeria. And all these guys, anyhow.
And these are teams now, countries not representing. Are countries that potentially meet across the group stage.
And most of them are defenders.
Yes. Even when they are still
Serge Aurier, Willy Bolly, Sangari, how many defenders? Ola is somewhere.
Yes, you are free. I was saying you go.
Yeah.
So you can imagine difficult times for Nottingham.
So the first Canadian to sign for an Italian club, Tajang Butanan, 24. From Circle Bridge to Inter, and no Bayern interested in Eric Dyer. I quite took a man go say to me.
A surprising news, pa.
Man go say to me. But what is that? Postecoglou say he's not aware.
But Nipa no report to you know.
Was he's not aware.
Fabrizio report to you now. I'm people trust him when it comes to the transfer news. And
because honestly we're proud. Emma, journalist Nibusan so sure no say, why are you doubting my integrity? Nti are raising issues. O say am we pray now we no say akwa no buy am for na we personal terms so aka niema ba community bi.
Space ho na ansem ho.
Yeah.
Because team are just say any content team anye ni ye de na wasa.
Oh, just say this.
So
Victor Rook. Okay. Barcelona signed Victor Rook, 18 years. Ilan Kebel. There are players who see what I said about them. And our Adagula. Okay. For Real Madrid. Yeah. Okay. Then Drogba and I made European clubs trust in spending big on African players. Michael is saying.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Well, they almost raise bar no. Mr. Tomu Rezi Bano. Not to say before them now African players in Bomoding, but the confidence at Jose
to invest in them.
Ede Kofa Drogba, because Mati interview and not Jose Kase Abramovich Bisan say who is even Drogba. Emma Jose Kase, oh dear Kofanebra.
They beyond the Jose Abramovich a good player.
There be now Abramovich in Pono no nim who Drogba is. And I just saw the Kofanebra and I'll be doing a dance here.
Okay.
And Drogba was just phenomenal. Okay. The Premier League. Asian again from Olympic Lyon to Chelsea. Instant impact. Very quiet, but when he gets to the field now, he gets the job done. And these were players not Chelsea breaking records to sign them. On partners here they can't come on here spending big on African players.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yes, because Chelsea spent on Drogba and he paid it. So the time Osan by ABM Champions League at Chelsea, the Premier League titles at Chelsea, he was their pillar. And now say a set up standard not to offer any attack about Chelsea. You bought Drogba doing as part of the standard. Say share the defensive midfield rule. Emma team friend Chelsea, you bought Dina, you bought Michael Essien and Dean count. And he spending big, you know, their impact and reward on the match Chelsea for the trust in them, you know. One or the other best.
The spending big is agreed, but the influence spending, and now ebinum bi say Abramovich na Jose,
Jose was in charge of the transfers. And or justify transfers.
Okay.
Just say at Chelsea.
Because matters at Chelsea, and some players were brought in. Not coaches simple.
And
one of them is Ukraine Shevchenko. That's what we hear. So and then I just say we did
a podcast on when you and Chelsea even played it during one of the celebration of Didier Drogba. No more or more Anna Drogba or more than in our fry.
Just say was it Mikel Obin in an interview?
Yeah, the OB podcast.
Anna or Casse or moment Magic League drew us now was a man. And I'm asking now 1%. One chance, yes. And so far say a album kakra. Say more to sign. Or sticking a neck out for City and Liverpool. And they do Arsenal the so say on said and trust the Arsenal. And Jose have been right with his comment too. Most of the time, not all. I don't know only right to what he does these days because there've been a decline. On whose part? Jose. That's the way I will comment on go for did also to me reorganize. No, there have been a decline. He has not played in the Champions League for how many years? What kind of crowd? A bro bear 6. I mean, also your elitist coach. But he's not out of the scene. What for room I come feel 9 and sending until Champions League. What did you conference cap? And also yeah, right on comments. Referee see Europa League final. Say also Jai coaching.
The story of Ancelotti, the story of Vicente Del Bosque, and it's not over for Jose. But they were not active. No, but they came back to do something. They were not active. Mourinho, they has been in the system. For instance, Ancelotti for several years. But and Madrid. In the case of Ancelotti, the issues at Madrid, the issues at Everton, they're clear. No free. Oh, they watch na Roma for 3 to 4. 3 years. You want to build something. You barely know that 8. No, go for us. Oh, catch you be saying a chance of winning league 1%. Also, the okay, so it's not out. Mr. Okay. Bastian Schweinsteiger predicts the winner of these competitions. Bundesliga was say Bayern Munich. Premier League was say Aston Villa. Champions was say Bayern Munich. Europa League was say Bayern Leverkusen. And Euro 2024 England. Where do you bold predictions for the Bundesliga? Yes, Bayern Munich still have a chance despite the Xabi Alonso and the Bayer for Leverkusen. The Bundesliga, say Kasefa will last, put your last hope in a club, you always go in for a Bayern Munich, especially a player or Saboma Bayern Munich. A buyer entirely out of the scene. You go in for that. With the Aston Villa story and the Premier League, Una Emery idea. The revival no akoyi because post Arsenal and PSG nanka nsem na ya thing. And don't forget say or the Villarreal etimi rem Europa League no ekoye wonders. Then he moved to team FN Aston Villa. And at the time I know joining Aston Villa, they were not a force to reckon with. They had issues. They were even basically battling relegation. And with me transform more with the signings no they be share team. And so far they are doing well. Oma shocky will be the players are playing well, very difficult to break them down. They are grinding results in difficult venues and home grounds in the Villa Park no. Oma in a fortress. What Peja Aston Villa brought them Martin O'Neill mo cry back in the days I no more Gareth Barry more James Milner mo Gabriel Agbola mo Mike Albright mo Darren Bent mo sa squad no Ashley Young mo squad no the na sanko for ne ye so mo bitimi bra be pre top 4 na bi o me defeat bi and after say City any United wura mu kosse sa akese Sunderland mu wura mu kofifa bi no omo destroy sa Martin O'Neill team no but this particular Aston Villa team a opanyini ye adwuma die ebo adwene ne ntiase so obetimi die awie is a different story because now and now na can Arsenal we're talking about the return of Thomas Partey and we all admit say Partey is influential enough so the value about be can Arsenal ball no Ateta ka say Timber any party plano are affecting the plan. He's expected to also come back. Also buy him, the also bit the ababe share chiro Arsenal. So you just can't write Arsenal off.
Okay.
You can't write Manchester City off. Because now Jeremy Doku has started training. Haaland has started training. Kevin De Bruyne about back and make the match day squad against Sheffield. And time on now. Last season, City man home so the J treble no. The whole year sabe urani biem because City man home so last season around February and also Jana di ko wie and it's been something as City tie. They are Liverpool twice. Liverpool at Christmas were on top of the Premier League, but the ebe no na City apekwan bi so e di Jana fa ho e di ababeje title no every Liverpool nsem and the BI Arsenal. So you also can't write Arsenal off, you can't write City off, and Liverpool nanka so no so that's all with a coach like Jurgen Klopp. So from the Villa one there, to some extent I disagree with him. I see Aston Villa making the top 4, which is possible, but winning the Premier League I doubt. Now Bayern Munich to win the Champions League, I don't trust Tuchel that much because after so call you know afimu eni o ye wura afimu in science could be or the Ababe team. I'm not seeing any impact. Yes, Harry Kane is scoring, Leroy Sané more around, Serge Gnabry more, but the general output of this particular Bayern Munich team looks a bit ordinary from where I sit. Madrid is in the Champions League. City will try to defend it. Barcelona, you can't almost say that especially under Xavi when it comes to European competitions. Because Xavi European competitions no who so sad. But for Bayern to win it, they have a chance. But I mean who is a chance, it was Rosa. England Euro 2024. They have the materials. They have a balanced squad. Wow. They have a balanced squad. So share a year England team now. Now you can talk about an English teamer. From goalkeeping department, there's competition. The back, there's competition. The middle, there's competition. And in attack, they have options. They have options, enough options. Our coach can operate in every system possible. So England, they call up. Now we players are. Ye jidi se omo bobo na ye jidi se modern bo wasoro no. Ye be wie no na omo ntenchan a omo nya call up na. A tidy debate bapa. So England, yes, they have the materials. You can add them to the contenders. Oh, you can add them to the contenders. But I don't really trust Coach FN Gary Southgate. I want to make me issue with this England team here. In as much as they are playing well, anytime tactically it gets to the crucial moment and you see that Gary Southgate fades off strangely. Harry Kane were and him Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount, Mukrade, because they are not having a good season at Manchester United. People hardly mention their name. Oba Arsenal betima be fa Declan Rice wo ho Arsenal betima ko fa Bukayo Saka wo Ben White mo wo a omo nyina timi gina mo ye adwuma ma wo this season say who score now who score ratings of Manchester United players on mabo modern a uhu Harry Maguire wo say ono so bo Luke Shaw is there, so talent no problem, but the Portuguese team, the German national team, the Spanish team, these are all teams are who ran your out. And so from baby I met me England bear 25% chance of winning the Euros. Until on our side with him, but England will not be my ultimate favorite to win a year the Euros ever. The last one on also in a prediction here by for Leverkusen winning the Europa League. I think a Honda and then drink a crack with Bio for Leverkusen doing well. But the man writing of AS Roma. A man writing Roma and free a year Europa League. You know. Mejidi say Europa League, you know. Just say last year called final afi. We are coming back.
Europa League.
Yes. We won that.
Time Abraham Oy
Opra. The starting season na.
Maybe some Jose Nanako.
There be Opra. When you are massive injury. Until the man and the man Lukaku. Eba inside, you know. And the man Roma calling you for Lukaku. Also, Jose, Mr. Toby at Dafufro. Met Mary share the transfers Roma. And you realize that Jose na ni enim say traditional or tokesi and onya bisa Roma.
There's a Roma budget. Roma doesn't have that.
Roma who budget.
But he has enough quality players.
Roma budget no man all year.
You have players more Roma say yes or say another time. I have the Kudus information. I'll give you the details in the next.
Oh wow!
In the next 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
I'll give you everything.
Okay.
And the Anglophone exclusive no. We will manage it well. On the information you have to manage.
So managing.
So one way na
akofan say. That's all this so kakra frame. But then yes all the be frame mama. Story that's what say.
No also
balanced one.
And you better Josie. Now I have players at Ukra. As against the likes of Lazio, Money, Tutu, no. Atlanta, Money. Said that's the only way a bit more compare. Okay, so because we enter Bagana. The game here was a good one, and let's hope we can show a good performance there as well. Klopp on FA crash with Aston at Emirates. Arsenal Liverpool. Injuries was now.
That's what started excuse though.
Injuries was now.
That's what started excuse.
Yeah, Dominic Szoboszlai is yes to miss at least the next at least the next 2 games. After picking up a hamstring, Jurgen Klopp confirms. Fernando Diniz has been dismissed as the coach of Brazil. If we can make the streets safer around our city, especially for people with kids, we will sleep better. Mikel gives the thoughts on the No More Red campaign. Mikel be Obi or Mikel be no. Mikel be ni na ehuni. Class act from Antonio Rudiger. That was a nice one. Donated winter clothes. Mikel Arteta neka say. If we can make the streets safer around our city. City be
so almost show.
Arsenal say white. All white.
I didn't nine design because I saw it.
I've been a shot at Arsenal near MFO. Oh, the war. Yeah, Timony. Shadi here somewhere. Tim to be BF. Oh. Tim the league in Kwan also Jansen. you in yes obi antimi anye league wo de wa hwete the team no Brandon and then your message. Okay, so for people with kids, we will sleep better. And you can give the thoughts on the No More Red campaign. Okay, class act from Antonio Rodiger. Also the winter clothes, and we could donate to Berlin for people in need. Oh, they're making. But you can do better.
I'm not saying that.
Wait, my better than that. Rodiger, Osika Dawson, winter clothes, keke. I'm funny. Oh, we here stadium. Oh, we here school.
On say oh,
abaya yi nyina.
Onye ni nyina. Why you abaya ni? On say on call for live on the street. Edu a wo bre na. I want to ko mu pa.
But my choice oh.
Style.
Oh, choice.
Living on the street, homeless for.
Say a decision. A decision to go and live there. Now Berlin there. One is so open baby ada by man baby.
So you more be a hawk about when you baby intana ni adenia.
And I just say when you present yourself well, they will take you. But you be no more. They are into drugs. Any idea no musuba na di omne na nam ho.
Na di oma be pie street.
Na se Ghana akra opa na be o street. Opa. Ana. Opa adwuma ya obenya bi o. Oh yes.
But
oh adwuma wa ha. Ana oniza.
Adwuma she dey answer.
But na o adwuma o pesa wo ye.
Okay.
That is the problem.
Okay.
But so you ready so
who choice, who adwuma choice.
That's the problem. I said be man no ba o ware o zimi nya bi nware.
Okay.
Oh, what
set o the level bi abem.
That's it. Yes,
but say who po bi ane be tena
kwa
wait
manya bi na tena. No one managing sa. Barcelona announced that tests carried out this morning have revealed that João Cancelo has a left MCL strain. Okay. Doyle.
But Mr. Players need pre-proper.
Yeah.
I think we are stressing them.
Because
the kind of injuries are more picking and washing.
Yes.
ACL, not this year. ACL, Nabapa. And minor injuries. No, it looks like this year we record more than the previous year.
So the MCL is lighter than the ACL.
Yeah.
And the ACL is
inside, no.
And may during timber. Are they affected us now this season? Player back onunti. At 10 and more pay.
No, it's true because he brought him in to fix the problem.
Cano.
Can options be a 3 back, 4 back, and commit me.
And I quite curious. I was saying, Kofona na modi ni kujino kwinesi. But Bobby the Cordova, okay, also they are talking about the FA Cup. I'm not full. I'm so sure. Pedro Porro, you saw the screamer.
Yeah.
Wow, that was wonderful.
Hey, Nijian, they were not celebrating as it meant a lot to him.
But the goal was solid, baby Ojina, and it was late in the game. Not game, not quite new. Arteta, watch him. He denies report of PGM OL conflict over Saka's statement. But
Saka no chrome too. If you watch
tackles,
the tackles as against fouled issued, the statistics are. You realize that at some Arteta kind, means you put under the carpet, because if you watch the statistics, you realize that you chat Saka be brave as against the number of fouls from the year. It's a very interesting one. As against the number of fouls what pick and I diamano based on tackles now, you see the margin because you're trying to almost 43 times. And fouls you pick it from. And now we're winning from these 43 tackles, no. 7. So that is the difference. Or even cards that have been issued. You player 43. Now 43 no emu 7 pe and yama player card. But I'll check Raheem Sterling, you're trying to 31. But out of 31, 14 of it, yama ubi card one. Then you compare to Saka there 43. I emu 7 and yama nipa card. Meaning most of the fouls jema Saka no. Refinant to us issue card. Emma player no.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz, you're trying to 22 times. But emu 8. Nipani we are referring the card at Waso. Free 40 33 times, emu 7. So for a player to go down, now referee beje on 43 occasions, name 7 pe, and a referee issue card. No, your coach, and you look at these statistics. Now say your players be they just saka channel, but card no people are going scot free after the referee gives a foul. And you should understand, he's the player. Coach knows say he's the eye of his team. When he gets a good day, and the protection comes in when Uchani Pani now the card that's also. The banner Nipani to me sound could tribute. But when one man can't, your best be tribute, and I think say for a talent like this, you try and born home by Joseph can be for Hazard on. Say Hazard needs protection. Now I'm protecting Hazard. One share and carry an own team rentem. And I said the carry an own team drew level no person be do no. Or ending the carry no quick because of injuries. At that time, people criticize Jose say or Kasa too much. But eventually, fast forward, look at Hazard now. Carry an uncle Drew baby injuries is say no. Because injuries ne nyina na eba prekope. I say eating habit. And you start say who did basa na yare ne bebo. Ebe boa no sa na be pemo dakro. It's just like going to the gym. You go one day na wabo. That is the same thing with the tackles. In destroy at that moment. But with time, we so be drew baby no. No one who didn't saw the bubble on our form. So I side with Arteta based on these statistics. Some team can be some protect your brand and Bukayo Saka.
Okay. That's fine. The most valuable players in the world. If that it's fine.
Yeah.
Now for yeah, 10 years back. Jude Bellingham, Erling Haaland, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Pablo Gavi, Julian Alvarez, Jamal Musiala, Martin Odegaard. According to these are the most valuable players.
And interestingly, Arsenal, there was 7 players in the top 50.
Wow.
And that top 10, Arsenal 2.
So that's a value Mikel has created for Arsenal.
And that is the future. The future for the club. And on a day, because Saka, their normal value is 223.
And they have a sort of
tonner. They said, Diamano. And Omar Odegaard 151, and Omar Martinelli 148, and Omar Kai Havertz 107.
Why Kai? One German fan.
Kai 107. And of the man.
Wow.
And values. And Declan the 104.
There's a decline in a Kenya mile.
We come by. That's one maintaining standard.
I almost Kaya ahead of decline.
Yes, and even Saliba ahead of Saliba ne decline the any but
Saliba over 100 million.
104 million.
And what many are they?
CIE
Observative fund.
Yeah,
to almost say any figures no
figures in here.
Okay, so Jude Bellingham here saying 268.
Yeah.
Wow. And Haaland here 251.
Yeah.
For Vinicius 250.
Rodrigo
goes 248. Bukayo Saka 223. Yeah. Phil Foden 196.
Yeah.
Pablo Gavi 175. Alvarez 165. Jamal Musiala 152. Odegaard 151. But one thing is clear. You must be within a certain age. And yes, sir. But what my in here? I do them just so be our one some correct. Omoya dey say ya. Obi enu obekasa. But as a man Real Madrid, City, Madrid, Arsenal, City, Barca, City, Bayern, Arsenal.
So in the top 10, Madrid nya 3, City nya
5,
3.
There you go. City, Haaland,
Foden and Alvarez. That is in the top 10.
Alvarez,
so nya 3. And Madrid nya Bellingham, Vinicius and Rodrigo 3. And Bayern Munich nya
1.
Musiala. and Barcelona nya Gavi. And Arsenal nya 2 in Bukayo Saka and Martin.
One day I say that. We don't say it's well and Zamudu be a young one some go. Would always some reason I for both player be doing. Oh, so be a man.
For the talent in the young ones, and they say kakra. Gavi is highly rated though. Gavi is highly rated, especially his age. He's below 20. In the man, he rating much potential in him. In Germany, say, "Oh, person turn the age in the why you so far no." That's what me.
Foreign news you now prepare.
There be
Obi ball charge.
there be there some me buy na me.
So graphic na be.
Me buy na be shame. Me buy.
Obi say yeah, yours how can harvest be valuable than trend and all.
There be enye me.
Na trend and all say obi turn na akọ hin an. Omo age. I not trend you saying. What is his age?
Trend will be around 22.
20 Obi say Mbappe ni mo.
Yes, Mbappe ni. Mbappe is
Obi say Mbappe ni.
24.
24. Obi say Mbappe ni, and I think that should be a very good point. Oh,
Kylian is 25 years. So I don't know whether the players below a specific age be from 23 banedia. That is what I think.
But another way Kobe Menu and
they won't do
no, that's an omission.
Top 10.
No,
top 10,
50
yeah.
no cry.
15 I think.
Oh, woman.
Yeah, 15 I think.
I think Kobe Menu should be there.
And he may be a mark of 50 but
oh, 10 there. I don't think it should be there. 10 there. But now also munya place for. Okay, I'd never say it's strictly under 22, 23. Yeah. And here I found I just to endorse the stamp aboso. So FA Cup games on a Chelsea versus Preston North End, Arsenal Liverpool, City versus Huddersfield, and Copa del Rey on Saturday. It's Lugo versus Atletico Madrid. So if you are there, now in summer Wagan, I will talk about Kudus, Andina versus Real Madrid, Elche Girona. Sunday, Babastro versus Barcelona, Elba, Atletico Bilbao, Real Manchester, Inter Milan versus Verona, Empoli. On Sunday, AC Milan, Torino, Napoli, Salernitana versus Juventus, Roma, and Atlanta. Okay, so but yeah, but Ghana, huh? Yes, starting frame. Hope a good story than I am.
Good story. The other kwenye.
Yeah, Bango Techi.
Can share. Ikakra. They say Inakiaba. Pitch it, they started pitch no. And no more than share Chris.
Trent is 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Trent so when you 25 will be
Mr. To wait pitching in you.
I hear that was Anna.
Baba.
If you na Baba do be anko a concert bibia o.
Set matches near ball hono net doors. Ono metimi ateki your panel yina. Na to hear Chris Utin animi. We no ko inspect pitch no. Na nima ode he pitch ya. On kasa e ba wakasa pa. On kan ho asem bia o, but waka ho asem pa even with his body language.
But coach in a problem park here. Black Stars omo kwa anom do kroma.
Omo da so ha.
And also who how
omo da so ha. Me background omo bass ni si.
His problem is Kudus. And your pitch no.
Mr. To the pitch you are here. Now so Blasters victory.
And you one say Kudus any.
I'm still surprised and earlier on I can say me nim the enti a on buy. And my biggest worry because on any nipa GD say all be 10 things around for us. And even the right position ever want to cry another headache I can want him. And as at this moment preparing for the tournament without him.
And now only game ever ahead of tournament is the one against
Namibia.
And it's not
it's
not likely he will come before the game.
Come before that game, which is on Monday. And
you're likely say Kudus Beba and then it's not.
It's
not likely. From what I'm getting.
Wow.
What I'm picking together. No. So see him Bankoyani. And
where issue of national interest.
But
the good side say it creates an opportunity for Ashimero Lamte partnership in the middle.
And on set Bano Unihono, or Mayano. This guy on the screen.
Chris Hilton.
Me Jidi say Usru say or baby be Magana for because usually the coaches do not like that. Say or prepare for a tournament. Kudu, the fact that Kudu did not play that last game, say he's released by West Ham. What's I say?
Yeah.
So where is he now? And I'm saying, where Kudus is, why he's not here, whether he's coming, when is he coming, or we may not even see him at all.
We may not.
Yes,
danger there,
danger. I saw me danger because but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
So for you to say it doesn't look good, then
no, it doesn't look good. From what I'm getting,
really is not looking good.
It doesn't look good. Now, meaning why? Men
pitch I now understand why omukwa brankese.
But some football na beni na mwako no.
And no crowd say in the bars ya to be BM and on say when
but say kwani nye ube tutu
emu die hina enti se baby omunam no. Omo ya Ghana for no ma befi. Na omo ye training wo Ghana maimu. And the situation in Ghana, no, like it's being played to them. It me, Kasanomintia say, sabi, Germany for able training Ghana. You know, more conditions in the Wahano Wasama, Meteomati, because the room free bano. And yes, Anna Nemati. By a day in Kruma, Sika, Abba, Black Stars, Mu, Abindia Shemu, FIFA, dear Mayan. The sponsors and Subia Mawom Sabi and Penufoni and Penufua, Omunim Yomuya, Anka, and net 2024. Yanko Sre, Dr. Kwame Chase, Stadium Ana, Sabi, say out in Sikako Shemu, a Hona Yama Black Stars and Country. Anka Bianca in Crime Baby, and our Kumasi and our Boasi and our Takradi, Share Esipon, Share Esipo. When you share Sipo, na heard the eye. It immediate the air cosuna, man for a yes and for Kanwasan. The many players will be coming Casa, Kamedi, Namasheni, D, Nama Bombi Born, Nama come baby D. Because those who have the power to change some of these things. Ongo the Sika here, Nima Fufro. Terebia Oka, you say, hey, the Biana Okan perform one semi, but I ain't thrown you. The senior Kanwasan.
Okay.
You call Qatar World Cup and saying Black Stars Management Committee members, someone check $500,000. $500,000. I mean, Casa will be a Juma, me maniska, and I mean Janica. Oh, yeah, Jumana, why your Jumana so near. I see a pig Juma. I said, your Juman who didn't a Juma. It's no, Metiase. But say you be kuku $500,000. How many pen no? Baby, I train crying. It doesn't make sense to me. And I need to make us say the air course is good. Okay. So when penny for 7 my drain dafma. New. Near some ya. The air course should tell them say a mere say Ghana binya better camping facilities.
Okay.
For not just Black Stars, but maybe our national team. Sendra Minia Sadiq publish pram pictures me. Correction hotel. Na ebinum nya kokuduro a jisika de ye de omope. Na wo wi a abeka kire yen say ye ma nko South Africa. Eminim se we hu a correction so bi a eto Johannesburg. I'm saying Rouse and then flat, serious flats. Some of them washing cars away.
Yeah.
A horn and Black Stars for some training. Can super show on Basa.
So you think that preparations, no, has not been hampered in any way? Okay.
Not at all.
Now, yeah, no. The year family, so the fact that we need to spend what we get from these competitions in quote wisely.
Sapepe.
Okay.
Sapepe.
Okay.
He said, "Yet, say, I bind a ball. Black Stars Wonka.
Yeah.
It is a FIFA Scabana Bangia and Session. Name Yengi been to her. Say a $1 million cry. Sanka, it me see above $1 million for all the 4 World Cups. By now, $4 million. And when you wouldn't give $4 million,
yeah, a lot.
It's there question there. Let Quansuano. A yes, I Ghana for your man to now a train paying for drink seas to say, won't even in South Africa. The year company will home. And when you say, you need facilities for the year. 87 say, a better work up with you. Nothing of them is Sika. And now buying Benesika. And they are share Black Stars move. Now, you bet your channel, send a channel, Phoebe Tremuna.
Okay. So 26 out of 27, Kudus Maye. You have any idea why he's not here? Because the last time I even said West Ham about now on count. So it's the assumption is that he has been released by his club. So you have any idea why he's not with the team?
I can only speculate.
Okay.
And me speculation, you know. Either say I'm pampa with pra and almost say no beton. And now say almost person over. And so no more who send your cano. And me a hamikakra. You have me no say whatever the situation is, there must be clear communication on it. I say if you know, it's me and my mom 40 say you're afraid West Ham for no. No say we pray and now yeah my name back. And now po say omuni dia group be a ninja so that everybody is clear. Because we enya asema kese ni kan yedin. You know the club and country row during these tournaments. And now maybe we crack say AFCON no. Yen hwene sa timer your bonum. And another conversation. But Mimi Gidi say my hunch tells me West Ham is playing funny games with us.
Okay.
And we have to come like they have to come clear with Ghana. Now send a baby Ghana and penny for so bit to me. And they are some not two baby. I say yeah the two.
Okay.
And Tissa now I say we've been left hanging.
Okay.
So baby say on back. Not quite to say I asked for the Omudi and 2 years ago. I say or ba if you do baby no if you can't mean can say or ba na on back. And now we are see we shouldn't be doing that because if he's medically unfit, doctors need me actually when he can recover. And it could be possible, say, Rebecca say, oh, Abia, you're born 16th, and I quarter final, or which me are joining Ghana. See the beer, say, on yet fit at all to play in Swa. You be because tournament.
Okay, so then this is what me checks Kaka with the team. I can say, Adna Kudus was supposed to come with a physio because both West Ham and Ghana had agreed say Omra, but then yet the physio no kwa na omo doctors no kwa na be no adwuma. Then at a point, what I'm gathering, the player says he will want to meet the team in Ivory Coast. Emma, said that is also not possible. But as is here, they have no idea when he's coming. So beba na no beba chna na so they say they say communication no clear break it down.
Yeah. You know me Gidi say Kudus eso TBB say.
Yeah.
Say Omani here no and this is a very decisive moment for him. Someone for be koso penasem and omon penasem can be out of this. But the whole crowd there, we've not reached that point. But say impo or your fit so be born say you be man exceptional conditions are. I think it should be granted.
Yeah.
Exceptional condition being that ABA based on what he is supposed to be going through medically, we sharing on Ivory Coast. I think the team should allow it. If that is what it is. Because at the end of the day, if you understand about Black Star team, and you call Ivory Coast on the 10th, your first game, you MC 14th. Now say we can make space for Kudus to be around 3 days before that game. I think it should be granted.
But the doctors, the Ghanaian doctors, will also have to assess him before the tournament. And Oshiomo, that makes it difficult for them to know his condition. So you join the team, they assess you and advise the coach. Now coach knows what the plans.
Of course.
Because and I would say there are what they call senior players in the team. So when they start condoning these things, and they start problems, never know.
When nano can be resolved if there is clear communication.
Yeah.
If there is clear communication, there be Amika, we are senior. I mean, you've been in it for a long time. France 98. Romario joined the Brazil team from the quarterfinal stage. I'm not sure everybody in the team was happy, but based on the medical information at that time, that was the only time he could join because 2 weeks preparation Brazil here or France now, who pride, so he couldn't be part. The American say if there is clear communication as to why Kudus cannot be part of the team at this time, it should be made known and clearly communicated. But based on situation, some exceptions are being granted.
Okay. So the issue now is clear communication to the public and Obianim saying it here.
I think so.
Okay, so let's hope for
because in Nipa and sometimes will be sincere with communication. Some more can who say why they are some more kind there. The person
okay. So we move to our chances. At the same because we've not fared well in our last 2 competitions. I call the World Cup and the AFCON. Do we have any hope, Serbia? We may turn the corner. We may do well this time around.
As for hope, we have. I have hope. But I won't say hope there. I mean, beyond hope, there must be the practical work. Hope say Ghana be yard no there. Hope so be yard. But near I say remember hope no. Enya so no eno naka. And e bi na ye ka ho asemi start to ofie. Ye tournament no mu a niema bi a say and ni na be gina management team na ye de o ma ye wie no ni na be gina coach ni players. And the honor me how kese no especially with the coach. Me obi a Chrisuti me penasem. I think oba work ethics are status all show no na effort. But I feel status all bomb matches no. And then your money be over I tossing. And me bumpire say fast and your money call Ivory Coast or the Kodia and ye.
Ebini say
Ebini to say any Angola ball Kumasi. They bought 93 minutes and Sana go ever. And it was difficult to watch the match. Yeah, you too say football do baby sanity. But consistent. Say be consistent then there's cause for concern. Yes, Aba, Central African Republic, and also Kumasi sa and no crowd opponent in the can share and sana yet show. And how much do you say? Madagascar. There was a certain trend. What about 3 matches or 2 matches before that game? One from say players be or why more costly seeing and it was showing in his second half performances. It's in our media children say at Dina players are result in the second half and football is uncertain. It is now you are certain say in 2-3 matches some players are able to lift their game maybe with your pep talk and other things. Why don't you start them? Why don't you field them? So for example, Madagascar na Kudus at the bench for 78 minutes or something. Number 2, Comoros, the same thing. They say Kudus maybe to say they saw a back injury. Now waiting about 45 minutes spare. As some of me say 90 minutes, not 45 minutes waiting about. And they're starting na quality Kudus one on train say damage will be done to your team before you bring Kudus who can only play 45 minutes. Better starting so he gives that quality much earlier than time maybe I want to remember. And I think these are some decision-making situations. The coach gets it wrong. There have been questions about how he also uses Kudus. And they're not there. We say West Ham, ABR support and contributions are Kudus in Yano. It can't be the same as the Unya or Black Stars. But if Kudus is functional in a certain position, why not play him there and so that he gives you what you want? Because at the end of the day, maybe a player is not born here. They hear say Omuma goals out the winning matches. And the who say any there, Kudus is coming out as the team's best scorer in any situation. It me, I never come share. The feel say, "Be my hope no." Say be you say anyhow, the coach will use players at the tournament.
Okay.
Say Okoyenia, they who ni friendly matches ni qualifiers now for the assembly, because teams need be over. I'm on train 93 minutes. And you may need to have show. Only on one copy 90 minutes. And Ghana team the Senate, you know. Say Namian Bema, Ubidi can share immunity and son, a bad thing, sir.
Will
be able to, yes.
So
we need, dear mommy, a bit of fear.
Okay.
But apart from that, I have hope, sir, we can turn things around. And see, I've been thinking about even the FA. On say the last AFCON, unfortunately, almost Ghana call AFCON, I ain't win the game. We didn't see that. It is a Koyesenia Cameroon, Emwa cry. So we FA president, you feel bad. So it looks like Black Stars and you can't get this right. There's a lot of work on Hilton to change a lot of things, even for the FA's own record when it comes to the Black Stars.
Okay. So we play Cape Verde, then Egypt, and then Mozambique. These are the games a betre say Bekoyenim or Britain. I read somewhere say Otuo say Egypt to be the easiest game. I don't know whether and how he said it. At the same, which of the three games now? How are you going to manage those three games in your own view?
I agree with Otuo.
Okay.
Because Egypt, there will be everything to play for. We know their pedigree, in quality, in and I think the typical Ghanaian football team I have seen, so he challenger as bigger, he gives it all, the BCBNC. And I believe Egypt will bring the best out of us. The rest of the teams, Cape Verde especially, I say, Comoros, other teams here, they have nothing to lose. And they have seen what others have done to us. And I'm sure they will believe that they can also do it.
Okay.
And it's a bit tricky in such situations because the opponent doesn't fear you. And on ocean cry, it makes no news. It's almost a bit slippery when you are handling them.
Okay.
And the honor sooner, as a coach, you think the superiority Ghana has, if at all we have any superiority. Because Egypt won't be also same. I mean, it won't be so much of a surprise if Mohamed Salah, starting Salah Mao, one of the beautiful goals of Shewa Liverpool, and you'll be young on Krumha. As a Cape status, there will be problems. Me, Otuo Acheampong, Egypt could be the easiest of games we will play because of their status and knowing, say, they will come well, and so we must also go well. But the rest are tricky because you don't even know what to expect. And per the experiences we have had with Madagascar, Comoros, Central African Republic, even Angola, they are becoming Ghana's boogie sites, and it will be difficult. And the dance say there be no tournaments, first games in Edin.
Yeah.
And I think we'll have to.
Ghana is slow starters. I'm sure you heard that. Say a court tournament.
Sadden them in Jindi. Unimbo. Yashe competitions be France last World Cup. Also one no above fast, not for the baby. Slow start be any.
Okay.
Who yadi now quality need to deliver. Meaning is as a crowd.
Okay. So we are going to do well, Anna.
Yes, I think we should be modest with our expectation.
Okay.
And until now, FA president as someone can say it is possible. No? If you say vague, but that's so Janice, because you can't promise anything based on the who the team we who no promise to be now and it is possible.
Okay.
But let's do the right things. Right things need be the training. Ya start to feel no. Yen kai sika sem hu ye. Ma yen ko promise sika bia na say yen ko ye appearance fees akese bia because in faso ni so e de abufuo na beba chire. Nti sa sika sem no mon kan ni na ye. No mon ye o ma dwen free so. No mon ye adwuma ne se na so mo ye no. Okay. Na coach ni yesre no. Ye ball no ye coaches ba ye hu se ne kwa nya obi hu se nye. Nti ye ka ontie na on fan nye the amount for na yen hwe bia team no e back do me there. I have very measured expectations.
Okay. And
I just hope that they will surprise some of us.
Jerome, yeah, that's it. Rebecca said before they finally leave. Thank you for your time.
Yo,
that's it. Okay. Jerome, what's same training kasi Udim said Jerome Gasano. The conversation and the discussion has been about the position he took on Richmond Lamte Asemno. I think he has explained.
Oh, true.
But still, no.
I
don't know whether you want to hear some of the comments. Because where Asemno Kaino and some of kind no Richmond Lamte there was just some.
He wanted to clarify.
But I think
the statement. I think Jerome Diano was most like a post, a Twitter post. So he wanted to explain it in words for you to understand his tone and the reasons behind the comment. No, but then another work as people still don't understand.
Okay. But on the Black Stars, Jerome said, "Oh dear, baby, yes, he mvutro no ni ade ne ye bread training ni ade no one in his own opinion no and ampare and say and he even thinks a good omen sort of
a true reflection of your managing
of say yes your mind he has measured expectation and then kudu subetwe mu so but I'm picking in answer. I be the animal. Kudus the number. Mama explain kudus.
Kudus the any
okay. I'm trying to pick one or two from different sources. Na ukani na bomu ade tell say they have been expecting kudus. Okay, but kudus war situation be and there was a request to say West Ham they were going to get a physio, one of the medical team to accompany Kudus.
Onka Kudus Ombra.
Now Black Stars one they have no problem with that. But I also your doctor said Giomudi in bad they will look at him like it happens to other players. Omba mean person make us a West Ham are releasing, but as far as West Ham is concerned, Omni Ghana we Uncle Bonoball. So as I say, so it's not like as if West Ham
it's
and
preventing him.
It's preventing him. Okay, so they have been communicating, and there was a request, meaning from Kudus or from West Ham or from Nifisio, no say they had wanted him to meet them in Ivory Coast.
The request from let's say Kudus camp.
Say Ghana the city ongomo managing and nka unya enough time. And nanka they were fly straight nanka wa join you.
To come back Ghana for preparation. And as South Africa on back for preparation.
And no na say Black Star furniture say them you have to you also have doctors.
Yeah.
and the coach will want to see you, the doctors will want to see you. If you don't know, say, if you know, one source probably so the boy doesn't want to come to the tournament at all.
And the extreme one.
But yeah, I'm not careful on the Ghana for the Kasacho me. A be an entesa. But the key issue is that they don't know say Kudus ban and ouch now. Okay. Be a wait my surprise or my be drew and Ajubi.
But they say they don't know when he's coming.
They don't know when. Okay. But at the moment he wants to join them.
Okay.
There. Okay. And say I yesterday I been can one
me to say me tie
Ghana for home.
Me tie yi.
Say who present to be am omo no anye kefo. Omo to trinity. Okay. Etina yeah can in a way. On say emre bi I ask for. Kudus or ba I ask for so omo man ma. But this time around it doesn't look like David Moyes na West Ham
are involved.
Once a coach in there, he understands the Premier League system. Say DJ be more can be trained there, but I'm sure he is talking to David Moyes. Sana asem no akwa so. Now the other side is that the senior players in the team will get quite apprehensive because now kwa we obeso just saying. On the first no. Black Stars kwa be di pele mu na ye say. But this is a team that still has Andre, Jordan, and all of them. They are also senior players. Me sure says Ochi Jordan, Sian Chamber, beyond Tiazi say Kudus should be more important than him in the team. But the uncle for one say, Binu Christ say the coach should take a decision. Say, Massa, if by this time, then I look elsewhere. Because you are preparing your strategies, your tactics, and everything for the tournament. Say, let me tell you. Onana Oyerepa, keeper they normally on can't tactics one. Also about 14th, 15th now. Amatiasi. But here it looks like the issue is with the player, not West Ham. To the Fademaki can have plus and minus.
Different angles now. What picky. Which is excellent because we uraha na waka ni nyina abu e na wasone so pa every day wasone so pa send ensem ne be yewi na from the extreme point say nipa bi a mo ben sin no hwe nkomo na ekoso no mu say abrante ba no mpeso beba
that's what and be no mudi
extreme for no mu ti asem na say the abrante na keka no ba no mpeso beba and ebi musunzo debi enya se bi on person beba na emum wepra na o san ho yare eno person share o Cote d'Ivoire san no so akwa but eno kro beba kra na o de physio be ka no ho aba
na something the Black Stars normal with African national team
you party class na for the na chi
Dr. Andrea bia no de chi
enti eno ye omo ogidie kakra they still want to believe in the Ghanaian in Kudus. Says still a Ghana in India. On said and Caswamba. It's true for no more. They still want to believe in him. So Obeba. But I know Kobe share Cote d'Ivoire. Good. Now, from these explanations, I'm Mr. Otuo Acheampong. West African countries here, call AFCON Koya at the end. We go in with coaches in recent times. You need a coach. Or boss to take 12 decisions and on Fahoni DBC because it's a tournament that you need players to be 100% committed for the task. Sometimes Ghana how only say send ye Ghana for any brainy a pesi agent and yes and players need na park no so mobile. And most of the time more a commitment, passion and dedication, not tactics, and the spirit of the nation, about the territory. It would check Stephen Cation in Nigeria team in 2013. Peter the wing man baby. But the Sunday in Bad Victor Moses Mo, a Kwaya Wujuma. So check Hugo Bruce DNA for Cameroon. Andrew Nana, I can't want to one back. Joe Matip amba. Eric Chipo Motina amba. There were 8 players in that Cameroon setup, and now man for you say Shaka Olympic Marcel mo teams akese ayas mo top omamba coach ni gyina na nemu e de new squad koje then ba ka Javier René de ekro de Cote d'Ivoire so ye Javier René so de 9C form ka say there be forget about issues ekoso won chain. This is my team. Yaya Toure is my captain. Ordinary core tournament at the end of the day omoje. So from where we sit, any news neighbor and any conditions are could use them. We are just being professional with the issue. But the news is that Abrantian Comodiano on a blasters for need for the system itself to get to a position that they don't know when the player is coming. Said that potting when Abrantian Eban. It speaks volume. I can't send back. May I join extreme for no? Me extreme for na omo system no ma Mr. Otuo ni omo di nkomo na omo di omo hu ne say bibia kire say Abrante ne mpese obeba because even if you are injured ubeduru Ghana upra na ebe den. So calm down, let the team assess you because team no medical doctors omo ne omo ye adwuma. So let them assess you together with also nkofo a oka ho no. If they feel say upra no omo suso omo miamia wo de ugire mfidie so no breporting say and ultimate bomber Ghana, they will come out with a communique to tell all Ghanaians say, and ya Branten the new door edema Ghana, and ya Branten the time Ghana, because every football loving fan him say injuries is part of the game. Pra ekabono, and tisa Branten a pra in nebejatum, especially when it's coming from an official source. But say na kwa say wa, omo mutimu say na nkasan said the nim dia how. Because omumba ema or doctors and Ghana doctors in check you. Omunim dapot oba, and now you are coming in with conditions that can affect the team unity ahead of this particular tournament. No doubt about it. Special players sometimes deserve special treatment, but there should be proper justifications behind these special treatment. And yes, sorry, any amount of treatment nekeke. And yes, Obi also will get up and demand same treatment which the team cannot afford. Into your trust here in your memono. Could do sepra. Then we told even the team captain so Capito, the near branch initiate. Your medical doctor share no. Together with West Ham, the answer on one any personal ones. You said they been in nine. See a pesa branch in be jina park so. Not me bonny ye maya. If you here bear 1 week rest. So when you communicate this to the team, say after this particular assessment, and untino, ya ma branch any pressure baby, obeba, obetranchen, ebi krana obi share wa. It makes sense. The first training will be in Cote d'Ivoire because the assessing won't be more. Team no be able to because born a team sports, football is team sports, and that tennis, and I won't call coach now our board, and no crown here coaching. And ya obi ono be gym obi obamu aduane adi. So even if won kwa na coach na there's a team behind you, and the unity of that team one way or the other will affect your performance on the field. Enti we kura enya won kwa na wo coach na bo let's say you won kwa na wo tu umirika won kwa na wo high jump bi na bo you are expecting passes from the back. And you pass a kekempo. Sometimes you are expecting certain players to say, from Sonoma cover. Because wow, you're a creative player. There are times about pass at you. If you are pass nature, it's the duty of somebody else on the field. So because we're baby ball pass nature, and on no you must uncle chase ball and Sanje and some family will be. And do you know how difficult that is? In the sound of 1 year, Jumanama or more than Monaswani. So if they feel say, ye nyina clubs ho ye jay positions are boy your respective clubs ababetra where they are all facing a potential risk of losing their position in their respective clubs omo nyina jawaba abetra omo nyina jawaba abetra training grounds to some extent baby so omo taste akwa akuduru no what you say enya ten baby omo nyina ni biem omo nyina jawaba now wo de no be me twem we all accept it. O check who score player of the month December ewo England kudu store so mienu he had excellent ratings and the agitum say ubetimi ayi bibi so nko abo team no but the nko abegina ha wontimi bo so for the proper bonding of the team as I said there should be proper justifications and excellent communication. A course to send your coma ebe to him. But I bet to say one more betri so. And I mean and a woman two conditions mania. I'm telling you, I'm at money at the Normanian Qualasa. Before say be a Uber by England hono. No more badge omudin. They played in the team earlier than you. And omuko boy, will crona old boss say omuko bochen.
Yeah.
And ti wo yes ana. Ebia openly. I'm out for kasa.
Ana you know, Anna.
I mean, what one the idea? The idea.
Because Sammy Brown say, Theo, that's
yeah.
Good morning. There's Sammy Brown from Accra Airport. Kudu's team is in England is not blocking him for coming because their last match, it was in their squad that he's on the national team duties. So it means the player maybe doesn't want to come.
I don't know.
Because West Ham, the Oma in a class, because this year now, he's on a national
man, a flyer. And they are wishing on a
and almost there's no stadium in England that Marco almost PA system here, you might change the West Ham Stadium. A whole normal bomb in 1982, one say go anyway. Yet, sad squeeze in every stadium. So they were announced we and he's a fan favorite now. But said the Brannigan, it looks like he
because so Ghana. I'm a doctor Sasho. No one who say wepra.
But he shouldn't create problems in our team.
I want to be an econ.
Also, yes, sir, now other players, no. Yet me gas on let's be careful. Be
never come kudus. Or the end come kudus.
Na say be na assembly who are yin
Mr. Otuo. For now, there is no communication. No. Mr. What's at the end we're flying into my body suit. And you good
Ghana for the one said on
good. But for now, the team is aware of when he's coming.
Whoever is listening to us or watching us, fair futuwe kudus go for money money at the end say look. Say Ghana for tower chi in whatever you do, and the Ghana for be break West Ham.
Yeah.
Now no West Ham for cheers no more show me.
Man for ni
the Ghana for West Ham sir. Ni nyina Kudus, if there's anything, communicate with the Black Stars team.
With evidence.
Now they are managing or now you can be a Kudus. Say anything, you won't be obeying or baby drew that say. But say a cocoa bassy idea. Ghana phone started some doma no sin so.
When say
be an hard to the so
to be a namno so dear.
Yes,
say Nipa Gidia wa Brantin. Ye timi mo bia kwa edi obebo aye kudus amanfo ani abre to the extent say Chris Hilton and she said no yi am ye hu ade soronko Jerome was saying it ye hu ade soronko bi awo kudus modern ball blaster send your ye West Ham na wa Chris Hilton Ghana for na ebetimi agina no so keke e de agya no kwan agina no so akase masa opanyini ko Ghanaians are waiting to see how Chris Hilton can bring the best in Kudus whilst he's playing for the Black Stars. Into a player be a bonidin. So obes san your memoir. Now when it gets to the stage, say, yeah, umuno. Brand dear or born num yejitum. But I say, oh, what dear no, I quite me treatment Asia. I'm out for dear before super cancer. But again, from the coach's point, or more Musujiri coach in taking decision, I side with them. Also, there are three angles to the story. Omba, Obese Cote d'Ivoire, coach take a decision because of the Ecoso. And then another man, and you're my tie West Africa when it comes to major tournaments. It comes down to indiscipline.
Yeah.
It has said a Jabeto camp, coach in your tactical discipline. Play at the ball 11, where you many these are your duties, your role. Play on the on yet. But coach and share the kind of fame our player and albums were Janus are now distorted the rhythm of the team. Most of the time, you cocoa and your coach are unfound wow unfound baby obo. Said you made your person call your park and soon to me now. Opia will sing change your book. So most people talk about Milo in the 2010 World Cup. The decision to start players like Samuel Linkum, the decision to start, because I got first my Prince Tego boy. Tego Unusuna na Inkumba. The decision to start Kwaja Samuamo, Kevin Prince Boateng, Antonianan, Deda you, for instance. Akukudro opinion in your head, they started. Ebrana Sule Muntari thing, and yes, a Muntari song. Because when you watch Ghana against Uruguay, now share the kind of strike shot na Sule Muntari boy na. A chance sa na Sule Nyemre. But coach ni jidi say, the Ebema ni team na kosu ya branti we ube free bench na aba. Indeed, oye, because Stephen Appiah at that time was extremely influential. Ghana for any finance form because our club side no team sacrificing a whole bomber under 23, a bomber blasters, despite the consequences. Tina Ghana for pe Stephen Appiah sempa. But you so kwaja someone. And resource ni ko yen obian criticize coach no. It happened in 2010. Mama Hugo Bruce there with Cameroon. Mama Javier Rene with Ivory Coast. Mama Stephen Keshi with Nigeria. So the Sunday in Bamo Monena Nam Nigeria na Okakobo. Victor Moses Mona Okakobo. And on your resource. And to quote you know so tenacity no here say. Dear Kudusu yen say a boapaye based on intelligence. So realize say sad ye bisa na ekoso. Na branch any bit ma baba en katibone e won nkati bebere mu a. First asem na mente ase. Until say mrebi mewe nkati bi na ade na koyie pa na bo ba akum nyonyonyo bo sa say wenum nyina. So if you realize that is what boy no head toss na betimi aba affect ni nyina upiani si nchen. You take a bold decision. You pick another player. No one man confidence de na wudemu. They say because of documentaries I claps ni you know. Me too, Mr. Otuo. Sunsumun sam. Nso omon nam hokwa Mr. Otuo. Oh, there be end there no correct. Sunsum there so funny serious.
Enye nyame na
Nyame be bon ba sunsum there so funny.
Kudos and party fear me mo bi adi during tournament but ze nyame na boni pound.
Nyame na boni pound ba. Nyame boni pa sunsum agron there kan say we are spiritual.
Nyame no mo nyame na mo oboy ho ba o sunsum. Ana ugofo bi di chen de nyame ahon ba.
Am for so for now no. Nyina on communicate you.
No me can't o ka say ehon ba body say free nyame ho.
E free nyame ho but say nyame won hyehyɛ a wo ye. Nyankopɔn won nipa na ni ku omo wo na ni ku ne ma ho pa.
Say ne ma.
But un say Mr. Otuo ma bebere but ba ku bi oye na adwen say won hyehyɛ on di so a wo akoma mu do no but e be free no ho kakra. Sa na ye tie.
Okay, maybe the end
but I don't want to believe in that angle. Nina account but me the menjin this any the sanity.
Oh there be
ntesa Mr. Otuo. On kebi bi nkyere omo. No more reasons papa. No some man on collaborating with the system. Yes brani en hwe what the brani en hwe. Obari e hwe na wontimi mbo a. Obi abeji atum se wontimi nye training no. Obi abeji atum se bia nya be 10 days rest. Obi abeji atum se bia tournament yi kura ekui. Abrantie si enduru be semia ontimi mbobi. Everybody will understand. Enti ano san ye ma special treatment bia obi abunfu. But anya won kwa na okobobo no. Amanfo ka ho. Obi atunu what obi people are here. Ndoto senko nipa be do na mba ya ka fine. But so obi aba ma ka ho
no.
Nti denti na wo mba.
And the rules are clear. Emrano Ghana side that is it 2 weeks or something before the tournament. And the club no crowd into mama. When even you don't allow him, you don't release him, he cannot play for you. This say mokoya arrangement say onana DNB. Can Cameroon games or keep a for be di chen onana. And yes sir.
Boadi and
yes sir. Obviously is not injured too because David Moyes wanted to play him against Brighton. So because the last time we saw him he was playing and you move to the other issue and sana Sami the way number. So Tamale Stadium ban is it indefinitely
indefinitely.
has ordered a temporary ban on the from using the next stadium in ban no RTU has been banned from using the stadium. So with immediate the decision has become necessary due to the criminal assaults on the match officials at the Aliu Mama Stadium by some supporters in the Premier League match play between RTU and Mediama Sporting Club on Wednesday, January 3, 2022, which ended 1-0 in favor of the home team. Okay. Yabani Tamale.
Dada. Sabe simu biem.
Dada Matthew.
We all predicted.
So Abewano guy Dada Matthew. So yeah, father kokanya msemse. Nti obano mjanja kuchene father abawo ma so ye Matthew ya. Da Matthew
Matthew se pa itredu.
Dada Matthew na father. Be kawe dada die bia.
So to hard game. Se Karela so ball Tamale.
I'm the ball my dear.
Good. Nti what it means is that the Sanko Fukuya Sabo modern Sanko Pimo.
They don't have any interest. Omni interest.
Oh, Mr. Two.
They have omni interest. Because you see, Sane Mane Bibi Nemaoye. Omo say Karela, they don't care. And a Karela sha they don't care. Into Munko Esa. Is it possible, say? ABM fans are some kind. Abani Kotoko from playing here. Nakim face a bomber. Nakotoko supporters are good now. So Munko to Twadi. Omun kompo.
Ending Mr. Two Indian common part. You see, enti there be ambisa question we. Say that's sorry. Na away team because obi grounds. Na omo
there be go for don want some.
Na omo ko tunsuo. E de kobo. Sa the fufura sabo.
We say we a City fan not Roma. But you like Jose. How he plays defensive system.
Na me de Jose there. Say baby
Jose. But I'm a City fan.
Pep Guardiola by Majai will be which they know.
But with team Jai easy. Me just sana ujeja na ma foforo. Say those JJ team.
The Pep Guardiola by the obi anim say me City 7 number from no me they know. Yes, when the team is winning I'm happy.
I don't know Pep.
I'm the born in me fe.
Hey!
Me Etio. The born in me fe. Eh boy me hwa na me da. When I watch Pep, Mr. Dey say me timi ahwe born na wi. Me fe ma da sisi.
Hey! I'm on for the what is this will be the sika betopin. Oh sika ndiro. Hey! Pep ball in your
na me da.
That we waiting go no.
End to end. No long tackles, bullying, energy.
That's fine.
Me go to them can here. E wo RTU nsemi. Ti da cross sorry na ana wayside ko obi venue. Na omu ko tunsuo. E ko ball referee. Will we still suspend the venue? Away team. Away side no mum.
Na away team better go tunzu.
Sokotoko ne nations ABC. E ma so ma punish Kotoko. So you might say that time anen konya na eba no. The section of that section e bi bo referee na come suspend the venue na.
The test case
it can happen. E betimi asibiem. There can be an RTU Karela game.
Enye Kotoko ni nations na niam say ya. Nations was so munyo the research results.
So let's look at Olympus House of Folk. Our Crash Sports Stadium. Olympus mum neighborhood. And your baby a house a cheetah for tana. And no moon say referee morning koye no mo to ade ball referee. We will suspend the venue. In the name of Olympus on here na. So Mr. Otuo tienye establish who did it. Then adia ba ko ya brabo masia ye ne say de bia se hwehwe nipa na oye ade no. That is what we are not doing. Enu ntina sa ade we ko so eto aso nipa na oye ade ne se hwehwe no, not the venue, because tamale ho ne nyehwe nipa na ko say stadium ma ade ni siye. So let's go after the people, not the venue. Venue ya wa banini o tena se Karela bebo. Enti venue no enye hwe venue ni mbedru level a ye beka se venue na nkasa wo ha na echichi ni pawe. I believe we should stop.
RTU banned from using the stadium. It is not the venue. But what team you cannot play here. Why a crime scene as far as you are concerned?
Anything I believe only when venue di bebem. Bra stadium na ebubu. I see a city pakoha nipa nkwa.
So we know RTU has been banned from using the place. The place is not banned.
Inti otena bi. So the RTU eba sunyane no mo beto aso now gusu e ba ne ko. Mr. Otuo, we've tried this method and it's not yielding results. Mr. Otuo, see as a club licensing for penny for the basse. Your cottonas near who say March venue be a month for camera and boa. Me not sure say clubs no more new. NSA will do it. Again, these cameras should be active enough for say anytime be a hear evidence to go in after any criminal offense biana na act biano. Yempe situation say camera na nye adwuma. If that happens, the club will be held responsible and points will be deducted. I heard Nibra clubs no edebeshe saadi no. Ghana has say adia baako football clubs na ti ase 3 points. So if you speak to most of the communication directors and other departments in clubs you value operations for ni job pa. Clubs for na di omo pay yem prepare nkoje 3 points. So if you want to fix something the here ni pan na will go after
na dey engine na go fix it. And that 3 points engine na go fix.
If you want to fix a crime na your cost na dia then let's go after the 3 points and any idea here omo pa. If you go after data and you also the any brebe shem and the aye the sefata so. But if you don't go after that, yes, you move from one venue to the other, it can affect their chances of getting the 3 points, which is there. But I know affect your chances. A big venue for Froko winning. Therefore, go after what they already have, which is the 3 points. Go after that. Don't even make it 3 points. Make it about 9 points. I know Sanity, I'm telling you, Mr. Otuo, so be try so to supporters now can say woman the better say massa. Giants munu na wudin because in so baako abeto no betima ma club na relegation. But we are not trying alternative measures. Ya try malaria chloroquine no ho a tete de no so yare a na e de ama o na bi nom na mo kekom na ya tena ho thinking we can fix the problem. But the problem is not getting anywhere close to fixed. FA president ko share abuna half team sa weekend na yesambo referee. We can now go see na weekday on your moko kasaye and your kaso munya abotre no the full time weekend na ni asambo referee foforo. It is how measures in year. Apply tougher ones. Mansa found some peja adia shena fanum na hese nyoma nsasa. So what try no. Now say okay measures na sasa. But some say miem anu miem. So what try now say there be a too harsh. They have changed. Then you start reducing it. There should be a conscious effort to fix this particular problem. The Dr. Tonio Benajia to say, a idea a good football, a idea Emma clubs nebre, a idea financially the image of the institution a good idea anymore say, also clubs no sponsors are pulling out financial debt near the bem. Still na mugu so te wonta ne ma ye ne free tete na na ne mo nya ma nyi sem pese mo ya ade ni ye me say omonko 1 points 2 cameras ye ba ne be inspect venue na camera ni ho a ye nti ase ye ma ho bo ye mo akobo venue a camera wo clubs ne be install camera no se BBC na se ewie because I say referee dressing room camera bo referee ni gate no camera bo say dressing room no ase ho no ene nchemu ho no o say bi die nchemu bi die ni nyina camera bo ho I say recorded during the match day yen ka some dem recording dey bia o during the match day there say all angles you covered for security reasons ye timi dey police no more investigations it's a club obi tunsuo now to me provide us with the video to help the police arrest the person. Ebi we our club near the whole becho because we collaborate with the investigations. I mean, I go after Nipanan Castle or Boneno. But when we realize that the club is protecting the criminals, then I want also suspension. But when it say see any at 2 points keke. Yeah, the measures we are told, if you fail those measures as a points deduction then aba. But see na buy venue ban.
So I feel no more case, the merits of the case.
Mr. This thing has been with us for ages. And you have to fear bebre. I had a kind. And I say, ya try to say a normal and an entana. A brad, no so normal. At the end, high. And my game name yet.
All right. So the office said we should change the style.
We should change the style. We should change the measures. In fact, I'm obeying people way and idea. Mr. To wow betting you'll be highly acknowledged in the history book. Say opinion we are bresso. And we'll take these bold measures or the position crowd to line so and we'll take these bold measures to fix this problem.
Nana God bless, Sony Nana God bless. Kotoko spirit is back. Nana God bless no. Okay, so Inaki Abasi akan asem that kudus na ye train no. Kerala part ways with 9 players, including Augustine Randolph. What is happening? 9 players is almost heading.
Kerala and some Mr. Otuo Acheampong.
What is happening?
Because they are in the relegation zone. Now, for a player like Augustine Randolph, for Kerala to part way with him, Mr. Otuo had drink power. This is a player has to focus and take Koroko. At a point, Black Galaxy on a neighbor until a year mistake you Augustine. A year Koroko Augustine Opong ebe take you over. A Japan rather. Augustine a Japan. Ebe ball right back. A Japan is still there.
Injured.
He's now recovered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the last Kotoko match no make it.
Kotoko for right back with him.
I'm still to Kotoko right back there no more 4.
Na Japan they saw he recovered there. Minim the guy from Nzuatre there. But the Japan guy is solid. So
maybe it comes back to the end no I can say. Maybe a coach Ogum want an upgrade because enya sad ya. Transfer window ni be no. Kotoko number 1 right back. Because last season, in the middle of the season, a tender, Samuel Apia, any Kotoko termination by.
You'll call Mediama.
Yes, Mediama boy. And Christopher Net is contract in the middle of the season. No co-Olympics. Now Kotoko 1 right back in Augustine, Japan. So no Pierre Kase Kotoko in terms of signing players, there's some pay right back. Ever compete at Japan because Japan did not end the season well. A drew baby and only competition, the modern bono, ever from. Tikotoko for Samuel Asamoah from Bofo, Abodo. And a Kotoko Sanfa, a branch of Fuseni Isahaku. No, about R2 about Tamale City, Spain. You trade guy no more nearby. And no more Prince Adasa on the
one position.
He's for the youth team. On there is for the youth team, but you say, Omo be senior team ni there. Na Samuel Asamoah, any Abrante Fen Fuseni, any Isahaku plus a Japan. Because start season, no, a Japan bobi, Isahaku bobi, and Asamoah su bobi. Asamoah say ye, Kotoko Kerala. Isahaku su pry and I taku bi ba obemu anu be pry. And a Japan su pry. And the ma ogum. To some extent, a son you or call for 3 back or use wing backs. Now all these players are started training. And Samoa started. Isahaku has started at and Japan has started a match day squad Mura. Prince Adasan also ordered on the youth team player but so a Honda man for so cast from where I sit. Why don't we give these players an opportunity to end the season? Momu season, you know, because omo buy, you know, omo shouldn't justify the entire signing because of injuries, not because they are bad, but a pra Is so here someone the first game. You again people were impressed with his delivery, how joining attack, how be actually. So here is Isaku preseason. He was spot on. And a Japan so you him the obey. But if you are coach, you know say the quarter guy now is in an excellent form than any of his right backs. And no dear, Mr. Otuo, our form chair omunyina based on first round abon. Or form chair omunyina. But as to say, oh, Babeka number, Mr. Otuo, it puts a kind of, it creates a new conversation. Because Bana or Bano, it means that Kotokobetime are close to 5 players. Ombetime describe them as right back. I've watched Samuel Asamoah with me about center back position. With me about center back position. But someone they caught any become one. That's a Kotoko Kako 5 players are on right back position. Inti Ebana sa why na Ubeja no kwan. Ubeja Japan no kwan. And now Ubeja Isaaku no ba ya onye ndi 6 months no kwan. And now say Samuel Asamoah onye ndi 6 months no kwan. Because Omoba and they've not Omunya playing time because of injuries. Inti e so ya another issue edawa. They
were recruited by the same coach.
Yes, Ogum. Asamoah and Isaaku. Adasan is for the youth team, but Omunyina are recruited by Ogum.
And a Japan so.
But
I feel no recover.
Which is a fact.
But the news what the doctors have said. How soon are they coming?
They've all started training. I've been to the training grounds. I've seen Isaaku. Ebi omo chen 11-11 Wabobi. Mehu Asamoah ma chen 11-11 Obobi. Mehu Japan. Prince Adasan there, he's even been in the 20-man squad in most of the matches. Got dream scroll Bobby. And I'm saying he in free mo. Enti so ya assemble ko eda ho. But maybe the coach is looking at upgrade, which is a fact. Current form
is upgrade the word because me prana me buy it doesn't make you an upgrade over me.
At the moment, based on the Obono. Because in Swatre rise to the topper, around the 5th position. You see, Oka player back one, Aman Fobe Abaso Pana, Emmanuel Corte, Manaf, Abdul Rahman mo. Omunyina, these are all play. Abdul Rahman obey trials or Kotokwa, but later Kotokwa and signing or call back to Swatre. He's playing well. He might have his off the field issues, but on the field, for now. Oh, and home komo kakra oho. On say every footballer needs management, and from kakra one honey say you will need management. There be say the subanya, but here management. Yeah, nenia den kakra. Nenia den kakra. That is what clubs are paying off the field. Clubs are paying. Oh, what Tamale side are paying. Yes. So people there, no, and even at Inswatra at the moment, among force. Yeah, I'm saying near den kakra. Yeah. But in terms of play, in terms of ball, Mr. Otuo, excellent when it comes to his crosses. Excellent when it comes to the recovery, how he joins the defense, and no dear. And 1v1, so a winger, oh the ball never fan on. So far, the way you Swatre, he's one of the best right backs.
And Swatre are ready to release him.
Yes, they are. They are ready to release him.
Hey.
Yes, but it will come at a cost, which for now, no dear. And yet, dear, bed that from there, but he. Boss said the oil on Swatre na obey or Kotokodia. Or bow back come more muguano. Based on our form, no egu bench.
Wow.
Yeah. Obeka mo go on egu bench, but from Inswatre to Kotoko is also a different story altogether. And Ebana so Emma or more honey nya chance to justify themselves.
Wow.
Until they say coach Ogum so no one say or the way ba one bet me aba bo the year because say we so ba na when timi am be ye de obeye de we mu one ye ne dia
Augustine Randolph
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what is the issue with him?
he also far. I don't mean a drastic decline, which was strange.
Okay.
Because this was a player, Kotoko, had to folk, no more chasing.
No,
and I has going for
my ending come up back here. I think it was in one of the
Karela. No, but national team, local blasters. No, Kachan team.
But yeah, bet me didn't come Coach Matt Sokunadu.
Oh, okay.
Not so much about the local scene.
Okay.
Menyesho said I would be fair to him. Say we say we player
don't describe.
Yeah, Black Stars asem kaka. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Chan.
Coach, na but on here there.
Nyame adom pa so mo ya pa.
Okay. Na nsu atrete say ho boko there.
Nyame adom boko.
Okay. We dey di Black Stars nkomo kakra. Minim so hu footages we videos bi Black Stars kwa brankese na ase ekwan no so futuro bo na bomba baba stadium so pitch no asa star bi initial no so mo ko South Africa and ba ha say ayi me busa we because you are a coach, you have been with them. Sane man it me how training regimes no kwan bi so ana.
Yo, that's I think this issue by Ghana for Bobo finally I decided say on back and to a no training. But majority of the time not technical team Asia a planet way ahead of the tournament. Country and Kura Koso acquire a campaign. Now you advanced team. Maybe South Africa, I believe, say that is supposed to be the planning. Omuyi one technical team member, our coach. Maybe you one management member, our free FA. And these two people will travel to country and now crew a more for campaign. So, I compare picture, one. You take into consideration from a hotel to training pitch, distance, the minutes is now best spending. Based on that, now are your training program. And maybe 1.5 hours distance, from a hotel to training pitch, you say, you're here within this period, Kurana. And I hear this time they were training ground, so with traffic involved. Let the be in place. That is how the planning to be our technical team minister. And you decided to mobile Kumase. I don't know, say change of plans, immediate change of plans, affect planning no. Now mobile Kumase distance from hotel to every branches in the saying with traffic, maybe a can't know how many minutes I take you the training for. As I upon every drew hotel. But taking in your neighbor and hiding.
Okay. Okay.
Now the person you say, and the majority of your boys, 99%, a bow first class pitches to stop. Even though you say 99% as well as if we have and a call which is a hockey boy. As you know, one is so used to average pitches, no say, or bow hana distractions can create or so. Now I am frustrated.
And I know coach where they before about Musa because sometimes Ayana you criticize your move. For instance, Obo and now Kobo outside. Obana said Oko pitch bus now complaining and go was Maso Dogomoro and Obo Unyanasem. And Yana a good commenter. Is it fair to the players?
Oh, say. What ball Europe for me say for the past 5 years. Now yes, I do what the ball like you started. No, yeah, sometimes honestly, yeah, frustrating. So, even though but one thing I was say, you know where to draw the line between supporters, players, say. We have one thing to talk about. There's that frustration, Obama. Any day, me mind hold on to. The other, me can't say, I be the pele bet me I can hope be But then, no, referee ball whistler, Onimpaka or ball also. Why was he alone able to, overlook all this thing and still perform at the highest level? Passion then on Unqua, motivation on Unqua. This is where it boils down to the individuals, what you want to give your country.
And Omukase, boys, no, has so many love for the country, is scanting on Bebono. Ayana, Utibisa, saying our fan.
Oh, Fabino, and Fabino Sunayana,
and just
you personalize it too much, and now for
okay, so it goes back to issue of individual, no?
Yeah, but you say, no, Ubisa legacy, most of them are. This question you are asking, no, love for the country, intimate queen home, your mind to say, not legacy be this is a top question. Most of the time, no diligence, maybe she didn't come out. Way through a manoba. Because Yahoo and Nebulasta player or a ball or this era. Yachin our guy ball, no apart to 17 hours. Yahoo winning that. So, all they get there, who now born, Obichua, what was your react? And they compare and layer. Otuo now you that is what I'm saying. Maybe I'll be the player example. I don't know the park in you, or Bob or Bob Africa. The performance is the same. Why? What a year to some extent what the individual can give his country.
Okay. So see I say 26 out of 27 are reported. There are reports about Kudus or Maye. I say a bit difficult, kakra. Na Odewa coach team no. Where Black Star, you have been with them for many years. A Bassa Anwa as a coach, yana player we're expecting a key. What do? You go ahead with your plans and I say what channel and now how frustrated and I'll be to me as a Bassa Anwa coach.
Preachers 9 year
player be our expect to say Obeba and the week pepe na ye say tournament na say Ochina week Black Stars are playing their first game. Kudus, of course, they say is an integral part of the team, very important player. On my ye check here tete no I say nim da kra wo ba and sense baby ever say na me buza say so you coach you go ahead and plan without him or you say wait for him and now you get so frustrated.
Yeah, frustrating mom, especially player no establishing a key member of your team. And our team more other players who say no, they have a job to do. Until the band is frustrating coaching, but having said that, tournaments are won with the team
as a group,
and not individual players as a group. Oh yes, Oluma, fantastic. Okurabola, we are all happy. But then no, I was there with the injuries maybe so. But one of your best players, I was expecting to come for my idea. Normally. I know secretary won't be too happy. They are frustrated. You are right.
But and then plan with another player.
Coach be a person. Me Arsenal na ready. Obey me a fire from all cylinders.
Okay.
And then no one powerhouse now on Maya yana a hard game.
Okay. So from a distance, Timmy, coach, are we going to do well? Yeah, collect a tournament, trophy number, and Koboy Homodin, and how would you rate that team?
Oh well, the name target more asset my team. I'm not there.
Ghana for the idea, GB near Bessie.
Anyway,
yeah, target. Ghanaian target.
They can't say me say normally statistics as statistics no so a because ye team in ka team in kofa But football being what it is, anything can happen. But the last AFCON, young Adiano, players, saying that a sound team win. I change the breed. And experience wise, yes, player in ball, but tournament bonus is different from just one match. Having said that, yes, the players in camp are good. And then I'm a with or without statistics, no ball, everything you ball after G Cup, there's nothing wrong with it. But statistics so actually say you say yes something extraordinary and say it's not for G Cup.
Okay. And that extraordinary thing we can do.
Yes, we can do a business individual brilliance. Boys, no more individually they have the talents. We are a good. Until you do honor talents, some can see a Nina Obia hitting pika. They can take as far.
Okay.
But a long Bassa, I say, oh, your countries are Yana, or Moba, or Moko semi finals, or more do finals, now you or more. Those teams, start the J Cup, saying from nowhere, not to say Zambia, from nowhere, no matter. The statistics were not favoring them, but Omobeji. And why not? Ghana can also do that.
Oh, okay. We have an advantage be given where we are playing, Ivory Coast. That is just across two towns. Being my advantage be given where we are playing.
Advantage, maybe your supporters
okay.
But players never born Obia who crowd more than what we will be seeing in the AFCON. So that won't be any but then no players nobody who supporters so those and encourage you so and try to hire the be a way there what they can boom hire with you to see about
but do krum ha kopio coach this probably last one on the AFCON here. Otuo Acheampong and Oyerepa is quoted to have said, say, Egypt nebe the easiest of the 3 games ever bought. Me who say ordinary minds we are confused. You are coming from a tactical background. And then I ebo Cape Verde, yebo Egypt, na yebo Madagascar. Na ubi benya kukudu aga say Egypt diano will be the easiest of the 3. Then ebema coach biakasa.
So it's easy to play them.
Okay.
Very, very easy to play them. What ball will be that? They make kind of because Mo Salah. Original pitch national and yeah. Frustrations are here come was and say a place in your view. Almost when you view. Oh, I think Liverpool are now be pro Hana. Liverpool no matter and I said, time my name on a ya a hammer. Sometimes a professional maybe give you everything no.
Okay.
Or getting a man or getting a club so home baby or feeding the family. Oh, and it's a 1 match we were frustrating them and I could be a creative muzzle and I could get after a year. So I'll be slow down, Kakra. Or you know, the answer not
than Madagascar for now, they have nothing to lose.
I'm saying, my kind of over, he said, your double countries needing. The moment you start mentioning names of countries, you are setting yourself up for disaster. Forget the names, so let's go and meet 30 million in the young couple. Madagascar,
but even some coach as coaches, more planning, more planning, different for every team, and
that is right. But then no. Who come Madagascar? How many famous players be about Liverpool or about Manchester? And you know what do? You go ahead with what you taught your boy. Say, young company say, your body now everything under normal circumstances. You have to be able to beat this guy. A match starting from the first 5 to 15 minutes. The opponent no one make the adjustment immediately. That happened over there.
Okay.
But normally it's easier to plan for the big name players than
anymore. Okay. Coach Masokno, yeah, you knew a local scene kakra. Me league table in a damanimun. In Suatremana fifth, 17 matches, 27 fifth. 17 matches, 27 points. Janina, I saying, how would you describe it? Because team Abba Premier League all of a sudden at a point where I'm on the Dasra, as they say you are challenging 5 points off the top position. At the same.
When I say, I think the boy director Basso, honorable Ignatius Bafroya, he has supported us a lot.
Okay.
About how from like Accra, Kumasi now, sometimes no Udim area you can't say you wouldn't or high or higher. And you know, don't fact that respect to no the people of the place. I look at the facilities are honorable Ayo Hana. May I'm yet to see, may right to gain maybe yes. Oh, so materials now, Wahano, players no. If you be a motive and no more academy honor distance to training, no, a walking distance.
Wow.
Pitch there was suited for natural pitch. And in the facilities, they are very easy to plan your training sessions, maybe there. And also, now, I set the pace of good performance.
Okay.
It's one of the decisions I take here. A mommy buy facilities. Sometimes in the home or yet training a trainer where you need it, and you know that also improvises. Also the equipment is the because now we are saying one or two good materials by I'm matching no after into my friend. That is what we are doing now.
Oh, okay. And you think the quality of players not so crowd no capable of winning the league?
Oh, you're winning the league. If you are no lower expectations,
okay.
When the team does well, it's a plus. You get in the background, you can't say it's a Premier League in the second season now league. But in the course of the season, no, a tour, it's a plus. But certain principles I follow. At the same time, able league, you know, we are also marketing our young guys.
Okay.
You know, by here team now. 75th minute, I was saying one of the youngest players. They won ever match.
Say Shemu show.
Say yes, show so much. I yes, I did not. The statue of Lagos City, my young players, you know, we are many breakers more breaking into the team. But could be by a regular player who pray and buy. So far, about 3 matches, but no, I will pray and what on, but we think, what he's doing, this one is giving us also well.
What you want?
I think I didn't encourage you, you know. I'm a Oyerepa, which we say from 16 to 19 years, you know. There were more like 7 or first team more every match. Yeah.
And until I'm say Emmanuel Kote Ebekwa Enhamono.
Oh, nobody. Coach, we are no here. Like when fans say Ogum say, I inviting the player of last time.
Okay.
A plus for Ogum.
Okay.
They are not starting a ball, but you know. Why is it that time when Kwan the Ogumna, the performance, I hit the roofer.
Okay.
There might be something you have been at the training ground.
Okay.
About somebody Ogum.
Okay. Okay. And when Kotoko comes calling for Emmanuel Kocha, I wouldn't say that's also a plus for the work you have done.
As soon as you say, the technical team is doing something here, the players, you know, attracted outside and said, there's something here for be training me better.
Okay.
That is how me I see.
I like the principle.
At time Uber just Uber bought a league here, you know, a friend in fact the Galaxy local black say now play about anymore. Will you be happy at
No.
I need that man will be a plan with you.
Eddie, ma releasing an half number releasing a Makotoko.
No management, or Munka workers. I know they are at me level for management.
But wouldn't your objection be?
I made the work, sir.
Okay.
Once I discussed with the boy, he agreed to move on.
Now, to say, what kind of player is he?
He's a ball playing fullback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. Nkomo eche se obi ohoda do wa nkola 7 no ba ku bi 7 no ba ku bi afa ho.
Every time I audio to you, I just don't build a team around one or two players.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
I give you opportunity to everybody because you say the everything yes.
Yeah.
And next time I have decided to have we will try to bring up another man up.
Wow.
And
at least you work on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, expect among the top 4 there, one way in cry because you heard the way you play near dancing for default team no one. Being among the top 4 will not be a bad one. And the investment honorable no. So that's where we are expecting you to travel coach. You will be yantiase. Yeah, that's it, coach. Was so credit. That's it. Thanks so much. We wish you all the best. All right. So bad. Kanu. There's all the nations for them.
Nations, they bring the blame you.
I am a brave you are.
Za,
I'm the be by.
strike and a better now.
Semia. Semia. Strike you an uncle.
I strike a young one. You come to him as I'm coming.
Mr. The size say about coming.
I thought break a crack.
Oh, Miss Baby. So bad. Yeah, Maxwell. I just like the way home football. No one say. So yeah, Juma say. Nto was when Kotokoba.
Nani jepa.
Nani beji. Why Juma?
They also nani aje. So the boy ne kasa ya.
Boy ni
okay with movie.
No one convince management.
That was the last time I was about to Japan crew near the Aquaphobic players. Don't coach runs on the budget.
Say. Also, SASWA obwa the investment of the owner.
Yeah.
Say we go to Kwabe Ombeji.
It's capable.
Now they are taking cannabis. Oh, that's fine.
No,
so we are going
also a ball playing a fullback.
Fullback, yeah.
For the form there, that one like he's in a wonderful form.
Emmanuel Kote.
Yeah, but Mesonami Hune say me they say send an run Americano. Players need to a bar for a binya chance. Kotko players o show mo pa do foforo no mo ba no pra ha mo. Nti e mai bin kire team no supporters di o mo betimi aye. Ziggy Praha no. Kalu or start later obe pry. Isahaku e pry. Samoa e pry. So when you watch these guys ne there Kame hu say nkomo position aka be bosume be nsia bi ni awie no ke coach ne nsa more chance.
Okay, so the other side so say the coach will pencil some of them down for loans at the end of the season. Obi mo so ma ho de na ntimi to so am de be man crofo no.
But when you know you sure dey back so on the side of the players. In every team no struggle to get results no. Some of these players will struggle, obviously. So to a new guy, we need Terry, or by a team in San Jelly, almost struggle results in ma. But Kotoko do stage via, or a very good run. This is exactly the period that coach be a person try player or finding it somehow easier. And the players now, at the start of the season, almost struggle. Be through that Omnikonya injury squad transfer. I feel like our time we move. And I'm coming the opportunities and commit me about them because they say no pressure need to so player be between the ball ahead of person because the team is winning, everyone is almost giving up more than 100%. And the me no be adwene say nka coach ni be sama those guys no because Japan for instance last season now we're terrible.
Yeah.
Season start here so not still on side. It was the same Japan who last season. So course shall say by from the fans and a coach then try different players. So I want the man Prince Adesanya as someone who burn so na almost the same like Japan there na. That was when Anakotoko ntumi even draw e ofi. Obenya draw ofi kura na through controversial circumstances. Ebini Lions dey. Lions be say clean goal, referee be disallow Kotoko benya draw ni ade. But team na do stage bia. This is a Man City team. And as e bia Arsenal. Say Arsenal team wodim ko say me nyina ni mu a. Enye den a 3 matches bia they go back bia the mission.
Na etus go I just say etus na bu. O just say 3 matches.
They na me ade chen.
I see Kotoko no sa na me ka say big teams who you coach to say the master can you cannot do that Kotoko. Who be say boy Emmanuel Kote master coach Kotoko na obi ba so mba no kwa ko be ka say e ho no adbaje wo ho bada ha no uye 1 2 3 a engofo be ba o so say the mo am kan say obi be na terrible afi no ma recover emo if you are a coach at Kotoko you can't do that.
The Kotoko project these are rebuilding.
There be a rebuilding war Otum force
yes
projection but saying now hata me nko ye no where no ka hwe no kroma na hu no the rebuilding Otum for the source rebuilding na penny for say but supporters no rebuilding any team na mu no nkoma wo mo me bo aka no omo anyeyi. So if you're a smart coach, you tell them, look, these are all good guys. If you more you hear more ages near there, if be a season end there, we may want to give them to other clubs. If you more so on beko. But season, if you want us to win the league, we need the wire ready. Cecilia to play the next 6 months for us.
Okay. If you say maybe I was a Kotoko very much concerned here, left back instead of the right wing back one because see Ogum actually clearly saw about 3 back system.
No, about 3 back because of what he has.
And you say no, we are. You say man results.
No, but
I say players near back.
One thing is Umubians about 3 back.
They become predictable.
At back teams never buy my metro 3 back no want to. So there are times you will not play 3 back.
Sure, yeah.
So a day he wouldn't want to play 3 back no better than this guy will be there.
Exactly. But
here can you behave as such.
But left back so more be. Numbers in the dorsal. Players na say be mon justify when na man come.
Nicolas was able to left back.
Yes.
Or improvise no abeka ho.
Yes.
That what for boy no.
Tedeku
is still around. Around.
Oh, but Morrison ball ahead of Tedeku.
Yeah.
Which means
because of the 3 back.
Yeah, wing back system.
Wing back system.
And so ball wing back now typical number 3 or what? On the ball better than winger.
Last season, Zebo Yusu Morrison were left back.
That was or improvise. That was when they be no more issues with left. Obi be prani ade. Now the number show no about back na me be. But say yes, say consistent say Morrison the first choice left wing back. I will argue with anyone be because of Boni. Yeah, I think omit manya obi or war kakra. Morrison there me huni born ye. Zebo early stages are not in the boss central midfield. He's very good at distributing the passes to left, to right, to with the quality of shooting. At a point, Nakin Vesa, born as a false number 9, and he was scoring goals. And he, or one special qualities, be I'm sure say, ABR at this stage, no, pen of a person will be team to be wouldn't be Bobiano, onya issues because so Bobby.
And so, coach Castle boy, doing as well. Yes, I conche, my conche.
So
I left him back now. Oh my.
Say won to me say be na won to me. But coach say bo, but say na baba say baby I office obey to me abono. Or honey choked. Lamptey body call Black Stars. And won to me compete on that level there. Better left wing back. And at least honestly you obey to me be. But me say going forward no so mo per se this team no a team wa a be next season, next 2 seasons so me do for so. Then they should start building some of these positions, especially the left back and the left wing back position no.
Nana Benyini Nicolas Osebo and John Tedeku Morrison. Koroko any more akasa.
Imuru.
Yeah, Imuru. But chances no so dicey kakra. There's another story. The chances no. But Kotoko pursue
Imuru. I don't believe in that.
The return no.
Okay. Year of return.
Nothing. Well, he's moved on.
Yeah.
There are young people almost obey me and Bonomoko. tete no wa no mo ko ba pa o pokunti ko bai papa akoko ba omnya no mo ko no mo ba omkwa no ma aba ba so mo ba na e ya na expectation no e bi amoro is not the Moro that played the other time to bon so ba na expectation was sura na omo ye wasa ulmai wasa ni ade wanyini man ko so ba dia yenwe na kanu yen konku na fe yenwe se betumi
in teams to I think say with that no there it looks covered or China FA Cup matches no
yes
the clubs just should be careful because it looks tricky and you might never know or how be diagram na
so Jema say
yeah
and above for Kwase Begum City
yeah and
Karela say Kasagu 5-1 and Max Zakere
the big one would be Kotoko Bofo Kotoko baby and Gold Stars baby any
Kanu Krum
coach from Paul Manson
versus
Coach Ogun.
Okay,
interesting times ahead.
What a match.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. How to focus out of the competition. And for marketing purposes.
It's 1 year swim.
Nani FC.
Nani, okay, don't go penalty very well.
Oh, probably mine.
How you know where party Waloku. Why party of you no Waloku kanu. Why be party no Waloku.
For marketing purposes.
How was it na maso the okay they has a Kotoko legend the no beka. Boy ni ba Kotoko continue okasa. 18 bufra kon kasa. Kudus will surely be like party. It seems they're afraid of the tournament because if they don't do well at the tournament, they will be criticized. Okay, ready or no?
Let me say, what was the essence of whoever or edited videos for the FA? No, they did that foot through part, no, I video, no. So I'm foot through no kakra video be 1 minute be na ka video no.
O mama hu baby o manam.
Aha. Communication.
Almost set tempo no.
Very good. Omo ka bibi a check Ghana phone na. We are seeing na mo hwe bibi a national team nam ko training.
Na me say omo national team no. Any players na omo mde omo ko ho no. Omo ko World Cup no ska no mne na omo de be bi a ke be ko.
The question be buso omo anu no. Omo F4 no. Omo nyina.
Omo no omo nye na communicate a say music be we o.
Say me mentia say me nim de ntia. Sa person nko a omo de kan video no. What are they telling us? Dey no mo ka kire.
Omo na mvutum.
I'm putting this here.
Then, I'm go feed. There be all baby, I'm going to go for until. Wouldn't baby uncle for come view Kruma.
Oh, that national team, no moon, I hear him. Like I would hear, Mitchell Ghana, Harold, and because I didn't hear you out there, a beer baby out here, no tea, and go for crumb of fast to come. I knew, I pray dark. I told Suka, Madam Enti baby etieno no this is where we live. Enti nya se de makoche baby panish mu. Krona mu kwaje 100,000 no. Krono no. Aye. Krona ya communicate ma omo. Krona tua 100,000 ma mo je ye no. Sa krono ni e na mo namu no. E kwa mo fa so ko ye no krono kwa no. Enti wo communicate ma.
Omo de fa kwaje ye ni.
Omo titi
wo. Omo de fa kwaje ye ni o le.
Omo titi wo no. Omo de tua direct and indirect taxes are $100,000.
Even na some dom da golden bi.
Aha.
Ma ba bi ye da.
Obi fa ko da bibi mu o.
Sa na etie, chairman di. When communicate mo bia ye din komo kakra bi na afi ye fancy so but ana wo banza
everybody enka birthday ba me so ye bi
oh okay
some na push back kwa mama am fa credit ma the other buy
03224 94401 03224 ama you mo abo efe cab na wi
Monday we can be some better
I can't say a bus air condition. And you know, so bad.
Father, Sammy production, a Rama Acheampong Ofuri penny dankwa. The birthday.
Happy birthday to Melanie Rama Acheampong. A good day Ofuri penny dankwa. Mervin Nana Kwame Acheampong Mamiwa Kwa be ye man Oforipenyi Dankwa from your mother Juliet Oforiat of National Petroleum Authority NPA. Na omo entafo na.
Yeah, 21st one odema ba ko no confusing because nipa ba ko na ne din no.
Nti oba no na ye erayi Melanie Erama Acheampong agudi Oforipenyi Dankwa. Na oba be man ye Melvin Nana Kwame Acheampong be ye man Oforipenyi Dankwa. Samiro go far away. There won't just none of them go. Say, and we will throw register ma. Ombe yi no me be free, so me nana and then mammy any idea in the film by the aka.
There's a Raman a bit me a film. But Raman so
I'll be a Raman melon at Ombe Raman.
Acheampong a good DNA.
Send me a social no school dear.
With the old travel, but you not stop work.
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, for you penny any boom, dear.
Penny 1.
But it's separate you for any penny in
5 names.
Let's say 7.
5 names. They won't do that. I'm the baby. I'm now. Oh, just oh, go social media no be just. But and you register.
All right. That forward, yeah. Tia mama, happy birthday. Oh, it's fun. I'm on for the one dance. Me will be there.
For the back of the womb. Everything a double.
Oh, mammy, you know, I need that for never.
Say, oh, Ntafo say now, Sanko, Omochia.
Oh, my three.
Aha.
Oh, my, no, be honest, my 20. All right, yes, Kanu. Thank you for coming here. Tinyame boy, we are back soon. Okay, and yeah, we see baby and Nikotokonyina all the best. So chance na so in Liverpool. With the Intimi and every anaya. You win with the bomb to Salani, so Bozla ni ho. And it's a moon to me more dear. Let's wake up now in a year.
I Liverpool, I cried to me, my cupboard drum, and I'm to me someone.
Now, there's no more.
I'm to some.
Now, Momo, cry. Almost, let's not me, no one vacuum, top 10 most expensive young people.
Any problem there?
And that's not fair.
Any problem?
Bowser Anthony Bum.
Anthony
Ayeka.
Mammy, my ever way and sorry now.
Anthony
Can now Jobia.
Oh, Obia.
Onja a grab on some. No way. None of you releasing your mom.
Since then, we will be a mom.
Nah, I don't know why. Now, one ever. Sabati.
Samina bonus.
Sabati bought promise. Some young quite.